This is number 12 and past Lombardi Trophy winner of the legendary Green Bay Packers. He is Aaron Rodgers. He does it with much help from this man, number 33, in his third year out of UTEP, Aaron Jones, and his partner in crime, the man that will help him, number 17, the budding superstar wide receiver, Davante Adams. But tonight, all three must contend with a tremendous defense led by All-Pro number 52, Khalil Mack of the Midway Maniac Chicago Bears. And this man, his partner, the Georgia Bulldog, number 58, Roquan Smith. And flying across the secondary, veteran number 21, Clinton Dix. We are there with you tonight from the legendary Soldier Field in Chicago. The days of Hallis and Lombardi have long since passed. Tonight, two young coaches in LaFleur for the Packers and Nagy for the Bears lead their respective teams onto the field for the 199th meeting between these two storied franchises. It's Thursday Night Live, opening night, Bears, Packers. This is the NFL Watch Party. That's Jeff Bates. This is Kelly Meyers. I am Pete McDevitt. Welcome.
I love it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Preston McDevitt, the Jester, Hooley Boys Productions, fancy name. I like it. Oh, did we lose somebody? I love the intro, and I think we lost him. Let's bring him. Oh, there we go. There he is. What's going on? I loved your intro, buddy.
I want to be in the middle.
524 the Bears, he says. Shep family, I think I said. Captain Akron, this is our dream. I'm glad to see you guys again, like we saw you a couple days ago in Orlando. Mr. Gonzo PR. Kelly, my man, I heard you had to drive too. So yes. Good to see you safe and well. I'm assuming you're at your home.
You as well. I am home, safe and sound. I'm with the big 65-inch TV instead of the little 30-inch downstairs. I wanted to be able to see this game.
That's gonna come in handy when the Chiefs get thumped. But that's a whole other thing. Mad Dog. Apparently, you are the announcer extraordinaire because I watched you live doing your thing a couple days ago, and you were just awesome right now. You've done this before, I take it.
I've done it a little bit before, got a little bit of experience in this field.
I like it.
It's something that I definitely do enjoy. So we should have a fun night here tonight. We're going to watch a storied franchise game here between the Bears and the Packers. Both teams been around 100 years. 101 for the Packers, 100 this year for the Bears.
Wow.
The Bears.
Pretty amazing when you think about the amount of games. These two teams have played 199 times.
Yeah, when you said that in the intro, I did not know that. That's a spectacular nugget.
Pretty amazing. So we're excited about that. And we got a lot of people in the chat jumping in, which is great.
Yeah, we do. Disney World Freak back in the house. Hooley Boys Productions saying hi again. Gonzo saying hi again. Love seeing everybody. 14 in the house. Say hi in the chat. Should we go straight to the picks? Do we before kickoff or as we prepare for kickoff here? Or maybe I missed kickoff. I'm not really sure. I was watching so many of you guys.
We can do that. It'll be
time.
So let's, you're looking at tonight's game. It's the opening night of NFL. Of course, college happened over the weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Tonight's game right now, current line as it goes into the start of the game is Bears down to -3, 46.5. I got the Packers tonight winning in Soldier Field.
Really?
Packers tonight winning against the lowly Bears. So it'll be interesting. Rodgers has had great games against the Bears over the last couple of years, and the Bears defense is pretty amazing. Trubisky, I don't know, does he step up? That's the big question mark. Tonight's game comes down to Mitchell Trubisky.
Shep wants to know who is winning, so it sounds like you're picking the road team on the first day of the season.
The road team in the points.
Yeah, well, 3.5, and it's basically 3 for the home field, right? So,
flat.
Kelly, what say you?
I'm going with the Bears. Bears.
Me too.
I'm going with the Bears. I think the Bears. I think they're going to have one of their best seasons they've had in so long, and I just think there's going to be a lot of miscommunication for the Packers to start off with.
I agree.
Kelly, you are ahead of both Jeff and I think, on the broadcast, so you cannot announce what's going on until we see it.
Me?
Yeah,
I will tell you what I see once it starts here because I do YouTube TV, and I think mine has been when I've done sports live, I've been a little more behind everybody else. This is our dreams got packed by 10. Hooley Boys got packed by 14.
Wow.
Minivan Mike, welcome in. Go Pack Go. This is Minivan Mike. What a fun name. Team Mold back in the house. Long time no see. Go Pack Go. All the Packers practically perfect park hopping. What's up with you? It's so good getting to know you this past week. I got the Bears mostly because I got to be honest with you. Like I'll make most of my picks with what I think is my brain, but this one I don't like Aaron Rodgers at all. So I'm gonna.
I am currently watching House's wife, I believe.
I am currently watching The River.
Okay, so you're behind.
I'm watching the stadium overfly.
Okay.
Wow, we're just you know what? My 2 cents on that is whoever sees it first, so what? And we'll react to it that way. But only passengers in the house. What's going on, Jeff? So glad to see you. Jeff picks smart, Gonzo says.
Who did Gonzo take tonight?
Gonzo's trying to pick Miami because he knows they're not going to win their actual game. So if he picks Miami in the other games, maybe it'll be the same. It'll be a loss either way, right? Mike Wheeler in the house. I didn't get to meet Mike. My gosh, that video, isn't that video meeting Mike? I might have teared up a little bit. That was awesome. I love it. Gonzo says Chicago by 7. Mike,
Amazing.
I'm so glad to have you in here.
Tonight's pick of the week for this weekend will be brought tonight by Resort TV One as our sponsors, which is great. And then we also have the fantasy going on right now on DraftKings. If you're watching live or you're watching the replay, you can go in. The link, I tweeted it out. We've got it out there. You can play against us and the Distant crew. It's brought to you by the Distant team, which is Steve's World, the Shep family. It is Zippity Doo Dad, not Zippity Doo Dog, Zippity Doo Dad, and of course Brandy and Dave. And that one we're going live. Now this game you can't play as part of this game, so it's Sunday games, and we're playing for a couple bucks. So it's pretty cool.
I've already seen the kickoff. Have you already seen the kickoff?
Are you? I'm looking at Jim McMahon and Gary Fensick.
Indeed, I just saw the kneel down. I'm about a second behind you, Kelly.
It's a few seconds.
Yeah. It's DirecTV. I got DirecTV, so they're always a little bit. I'm used to them being a second or two behind. It's all right. It'll be fun
Anyway, more sunshine, please, in the house. What's going on, my friend Jim? Good. It was so good meeting you too. Bears.
Jim.
Okay, yeah. So here we go. They got the kicker. Man, I am good. 30 seconds behind you guys.
It's going to be fun this year, teasing him, especially when Dallas is live.
It is.
That's going to be
great. Prescott, look out!
I might be ignoring. It would be hard to mute you guys and do a show together, but I might have to. No, that's right.
Everybody I was watching today was picking Dallas. I felt, wow, I had to take a step back. I watched all the morning shows prepping for the show tonight. And
I don't understand what everyone sees in the Eagles. I'm not saying they're bad. I got them as a wild card, but I don't see them being as good as the Cowboys. And tell me if I'm being a homer. I'm more of a Chargers fan than a Cowboys fan. And I didn't pick my Chargers to win their division. So
it's going to be interesting this year. I mean, there's some great games on Sunday, and we'll talk a little bit about those. We've already, gone out and thrown out our picks, but this Sunday we'll review those games and see where we're going as we go through the night here. Right now, Green Bay's starting out with the ball. It's going to be interesting to see how pass heavy they go, what they decide to do.
So have you had the first offensive play already?
I'm on my second already.
I'm on my second.
They just broke the snap for the – okay, so they're just getting set for the first snap for me. So I'm a good 30 seconds behind you guys. I'm going to have to modify this. This will not be acceptable for me. Yeah.
Mine are lining up right now for the third play.
My goodness, I am 2 full plays behind you. All right, I'll modify it by Sunday.
Gonzo has Aaron Jones in line of my league.
Aaron Jones.
Running back, Green Bay Packers. He is the third-year back out of UTEP. He is wearing 33 on the left of your TV set at the second.
My point in that would be that must have been a late-round choice.
That'll be worth some points. They'll take the sack.
Yep.
They'll take the sack. I'll take those Bears points on that one.
Holding on the offense, too.
So, honestly, you guys both picked – did you guys both pick the Pack to win the division?
I actually have the Bears winning this division.
Yeah, I do too. Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Much as it pains me to say it tonight with some of our Bears fans watching.
Hey, my Jags pick looks even better with Mr. Luck getting early retirement, doesn't it?
You couldn't have planned that one, could you?
It does, yes.
I called him up. I said, hey, buddy, come on. I made a bold pick. Get out for a while. So is he playing next year? All the buzz now is he's going to play next year. They didn't take away his bonus. Yeah, they let him keep all the bonus.
Interesting.
It's millions of dollars. I'm not sure why they would do that unless they're hoping to come back.
That's interesting. Well, maybe they hope he comes back this year. I mean, who knows?
If you're Brissett and he comes back this year and all of a sudden he gets the spot, that would be not a good way to make Jacoby happy. They just signed Jacoby for what, 5 years? I think.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
No, it's not 2 years.
Only passengers. Jeff says, "Go Buccaneers." Sorry, home team. So we got a Buccaneers fan and a Dolphins fan in the house. I guess that's the Disney feel. All that Floridians. Might be a rough year for Florida football in the NFL.
Mike Wheeler, I'll have to put that 20 on my tab for this week.
Disney Fanatic says insider information. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Packer. Yeah, you're telling me in advance. Yeah, I'm watching the punt now. Yeah. Disney World Freak says, can we talk about the only thing that matters? Patriots go 19-0. Brady rides off into the sunset. Yeah.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, that's not good.
Again, I can't argue with the Pats because they still play in the AFC East. But if we could get them out of the AFC East, I mean, my life would be better.
All right, I'm trying to get my DraftKings to come up here so I can see what's going on with my league, and I'm struggling.
Gonzo wants to know if we know the Bears have a great defense. Yeah, Khalil Mack, baby. They were pretty good before they had Mack. You had Mack last year, and they went from pretty dang good to elite defense.
Yes, they did. They're strong this year.
Wait. Practically Perfect bleeds black and gold? Black and gold?
Yeah,
really?
he's got somebody put some graffiti on his leg with a picture of that helmet or the thing. I thought somebody graffitied up his leg, unfortunately. So I tell you, it's going to be an interesting year, with everything we have going and who we're looking at with some of these teams and everything. Let me pull up my book here. Got my Steve's World Focus book here. It's not laminated, but it's ready to go. Week one, the 1 o'clock games. Let me see what goes on with this. That's in the solid run up the middle. You got, Rams, Panthers. You got Redskins at Eagles. Bills playing the Jets, which could be interesting. I think the Jets could be a lot better than people think this year, actually. Falcons, the Vikings, my Ravens going down, beating up on Gonzo's Dolphins. Chiefs and the Jags at 1, Titans and the Browns. Super Bowl close Browns right behind Kelly's Chiefs. I hate to say it. They're in my division. I hate to say it. I think there could be 3 teams from my division in that playoff.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
I'll be honest with you. I'm worried about that first Chiefs game. I think the Jags and the Chiefs game is going to be a really good game.
Oh, man, I hope you're right. If the Jags do well and beat your Chiefs, I'm right I'm right on the Jags, and I'm happy about the Chiefs. So that'd be good news.
Well, that would be something.
So Blue Nose asked earlier about our picks. I think they just got in chat. So just to repeat, we all – no. Did we all pick the Bears tonight? I'm picking the Bears.
I picked the Bears. The Bears.
I like the Bears to win by 1 or 2 and not cover.
Yeah, I mean, that's tight. I would think it'd be a low-scoring game tonight, too. That said, I don't like doing over-under the early weeks because things go haywire, so you never know. Let's see. What did I miss? Oh, this is cool. Only passengers. My wife's cousin is Chris from Around the NFL podcast. That's super cool.
Awesome.
So drop the link if you want. I'll check that out for sure.
Awesome. Got 16 here. That's great.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete.
No, I was just saying we got 16 people in here right now with us. That's awesome. Appreciate everybody being here.
Oh, yeah. It'll grow.
I expect a little bit of an influx to come over. Corey Meets World is broadcasting right now from Galaxy's Edge.
Saw that he was going to be there. That's awesome.
Corey's a good friend and does a great job on Thursday nights. And when I sent out the tweet today, I put in there, please stay with Corey till he finishes 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then come over and join us.
The game's long. I can see people popping in and out.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelly, you were in on some of these last year. The numbers got pretty high, but I never thought that they were somebody staying there the whole time. I mean, some people do. I get that.
Right.
But like, it's a football. I mean, just like we weren't doing it, I'd probably be downstairs, upstairs, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
So people would pop in at halftime and then go back to the game. And,
Sure.
I'm laughing at Shep. I think the other team will win.
The other team. Disney Fanatic thinks I had insider information on luck. Maybe so. Little Bruin smack talk. How Josh is that black and gold in college or professional, Mike wants to know. Dolphins will be lucky to win 2 games this year tanking. If the Dolphins win 2 games, what was the bet, Gonzo? Are you still in here? I think me and you bet. I think I took under the 4 and you took over the 4. Is that right? I think that's what we did on our little
4 wins.
Yeah, I don't see Miami doing real well.
Unfortunately, I don't. think it's
And
a
that
cool
was-
adjustment. No,
Yeah.
I think I had him at 4 wins for the year. Let me go in here and just take a look real quick.
Practically perfect park hopping has both streams going. Shoot,
Nice.
you're talking about Corey. That's an honor.
That's yeah. We appreciate that, Josh.
Absolutely, buddy.
So I had the Dolphins with a 3-win season.
Yeah, I got him at 2. I don't mean I'm just right now thinking 2. I didn't do that on my predictions, but I can't imagine them getting more than 2.
Yeah. So the 4:00 games on Sunday, you got the Colts at your Chargers, which could be a good game. Bengals, Seahawks, 49ers, Bucks. That has the potential to be good. Giants, Cowboys.
Wait. What did you say about the Colts and the Chargers? Being a what game? A blowout? Is that the word you meant to say?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Chargers. I have the Chargers winning that game. I took them in my survivor pool, but I don't think it's a blowout. The Colts have a good foundation of a team.
But you wait. You took the Chargers to win in your survivor, but you did a close game.
Chargers win that game. I think
There's 2 games that had a spread of 9. I think 9.5 and that.
It's a touchdown game, honestly. The Colts have a really good foundation of a team. If Luck doesn't go out, those guys are really contending. Not only to win their division, I think easily.
They were being picked to win the Super Bowl. I wasn't going to pick them. Lots of people were though.
Yeah. So I think it'll still be Brissett will run the offense. He's not going to be able to bring them back to win in my mind. So I think they'll give them a decent game, but I think in the end, 7-8 points is where the Chargers win.
Yeah, that feels what you said.
So Cowboys, Giants. The Cowboys I see winning that game. You got Lions, Cardinals. It'll be interesting to see with the offense that comes out with the Cardinals. I'm really curious about that. Cliff Kingsbury, he's in his first year. The guy, kind of got given the job. We don't know what Kyle
seasons in a row in college, and you get an NFL gig.
I don't know. He went backwards that way.
I actually like the guy, but I don't quite get it.
I do too. He's just not proven yet. They got a great defense. They're a little shorthanded at corner right now is Arizona, but I tell you what, they're going to live and die with their offensive line and seeing what Kyle Murray does. So I think it'll be interesting to see what the Cards have with that game early with the Lions. And then, of course, the Steelers play at 8:00 Sunday night against the Patriots.
I didn't know that was the Sunday night game. That's a good game.
It'll be a decent game, but to me, it's kind of like having Darth Maul and Darth Vader fight each other. At the end, practically perfect park hopping. I will be wearing red, white, and blue on Sunday night, cheering for Brady like I'm a little girl, because it is the Steelers. And as much as I love Josh, I can't stand black and gold. So I respect.
You seem like such a nice guy. I don't understand how you could be a Steelers fan.
Yeah, let me make sure I make that point out there for everybody that's watching. I respect the Steelers franchise immensely. Their success, their owners are the epitome of class. I still can't stand them. So that's all good. And then, of course, Monday night doubleheader. I wish they did this more often. I really enjoy the Monday night doubleheaders, to be honest with you. Texans Saints early. That could be interesting. Until last year, before Watson kind of tweaked his leg, and you had his receiving core go down a little bit. The numbers he was putting up were interesting. So I think that could be a shootout with Texans and the Saints. And then and the Saints are known to lose early games at home that they're not.
Last year, you talked about it in your Survivor League.
Yep. So that could be interesting. And then Broncos.
They're so well coached that you think of that as like a poorly coached team thing. But
I agree. Broncos at Raiders, with the word out is no Antonio Brown Sunday night. He's going to be suspended by the team for insubordination, which could be interesting. Did we just have an interception?
Don't think so.
Incomplete.
Yeah,
the guy who hates the Raiders a lot, I am giddy at that news.
Well, and here's the other thing too. I'm curious to see. I don't think Flacco was done. Okay, I really don't. I think he still had 2 years left in him. The Ravens made the choice to go away from him. I think he's going to have a really good year out there in Denver if they protect him. Kelly, what do you think? Is it the way you look on your face is telling me that it hit his foot and went up? No.
I wasn't sure if that was about the Antonio Brown thing or something happened.
I think it caught some grass there, but I was looking. I'm like, that's close.
Yeah, the look on your face is telling me, uh-oh.
I know. It made me look at my TV.
I'll tell you what, nobody's able to run the ball tonight on either team right now.
Nope, they're not.
So
Bears is coming in and putting stops on that.
Yeah. Well, Green Bay's going to have to pass to stay in this game here. Rodgers going to have to throw the ball. They're going to have to give him time to throw. And right now they're not even trying to throw. That's the amazing thing. They got wide receivers out there. You see the wide receivers in the middle of the mix trying to block up the inside linebackers and stuff. That's not a good mix, by the way. Wide receiver on inside linebacker. That's
well, I mean, if the linebacker's not paying attention, it works out.
It's like things, it's like, it never worked. I know one thing about fishing.
He's going down again.
Oh, Matt got him.
Yep.
Nope.
Who was it?
94.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out this delay thing. This is not gonna. Be
Matt got him.
It's not as fun to watch the game before.
Yeah. Because last year, when I did this last year, it was just me, so I could ignore the chat for the 8 seconds or 10 seconds,
right.
And get caught and just yak, and no one. But now I got all this other feedback happening.
Yeah, it makes it kind of tough.
Our Dream says it's funny whenever the Steelers play late on Sundays, all school districts have a 2-hour delay on Mondays. You talked about the early Monday doubleheader. The Chargers were the early doubleheader like 6 years in a row or something. And I loved it. I would take work off because I lived out in California. I would take work off early.
Wow.
And just have the doubleheader. It was a great night. But
there's some great field placement right there.
Whoa. So I just watched the sack. Down to
you're a little bit behind. And we got a flag on the play.
Oh, I see this. Yeah. Yeah, look at the fielding of that first that kickoff, Jeff, when you see it. Never hurts to start on your opponent's 45-yard line.
Right. So is there a college game tonight? I didn't even bother to look. I had a quasi-busy work day.
Let me double check because I did not go into
that. I meant to look.
Be right back.
I will let you know with that in 1 second. So there was no college game on tonight. There may be one tomorrow night. It's college football tomorrow night. There's a couple games actually.
Right, really? They try not to go against high school. I'm surprised about that.
Yeah, there's 2 games tomorrow that are at half decent. Marshall at Boise, Wake Forest at Rice tomorrow night.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting to see how they go.
Boise State's always fun.
Yeah, I like Boise State in the blue field.
Yeah, I know, and that's good for the TV, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a blue field fan.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. So,
President Leash 2020 comes in with the JETS Jets. No. You think the Jets are going to do well this year?
I do think they're going to have a good year. I'm pretty excited about them, to be honest with you. The Jets haven't been good for so many years. They've been Ragtown Nation. So I am looking forward to see what they do.
They were good back with Joe Namath. Did we lose him again? I am a huge Gary V fan. And so the only reason I would ever root for the Jets would be because I like Gary V and I like him to do well. Hey, Willie Parker, what is going on?
I think the Jets will have a good year, but I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't think they're going to make it to the playoffs.
Did you do that or did I do that to you?
I did that. I was playing around with something on this. I'm trying to, Duck Labs, I'm trying to learn it. And I was playing around with something and it kicked me out.
Kelly, you sharing with us? What were you doing there?
I'm working on the 30 pounds of candy that we got from Mickey's Not So Scary.
We didn't do that in October with the kiddos.
It was nuts.
Love that. Gotta love that.
Can we talk a little Disney? I don't know what happened. I know you did that. So he sent me the link that you were on. You guys went live while you were driving home. You had the same flight. It was like.
Mm-hmm.
So you missed your flight. Yeah, I guess I wasn't the only one. No,
we had Spirit too.
So I've never used Spirit before, and I never will again.
Yeah,
all right.
I can't say that, but yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to get candy.
So like the storm Monday, doesn't even hit Orlando ever. Wasn't going to hit for 3 more days. What the heck?
Yeah, I called them and I said, every other airline's flying. You canceled the flight. And they said, well, there's a weather advisory. And I said, are you watching the weather? And the lady's like, well, we canceled the flight.
To someone from the same continent that you were on? Because when I called, it was not someone on our continent.
It was the same continent that I talked to him. But here's what's interesting. I think your flight connects with my flight. I think that's a loop. I think that's a loop they make.
Could be.
So
probably. I don't know.
So she goes, well, we can rebook you on a flight. And I said, well, really? She goes, yeah, Wednesday.
So I was Tuesday.
And I said, did you not watch the weather? Wednesday it's supposed to be here. You're making no sense here.
Exactly. I didn't say that because at that point I'm like, what are my options? Like I was with Gonzo, and Gonzo, I think he's still in chat. He was asking me, what did they say? What was the why? I'm not the kind of guy who asks why. Fix my problem. Like I'm a big believer in just general life, really. And I don't want to cry and whine about what happened. I want the freaking solution as effectively as possible. And she was not providing me a solution. She was telling me that I had nothing to do for 2 days and no tickets to Disney. Nah, I could walk home from maybe not, probably not. But it cost me a little more than I planned. And
it sounds like your rental car was like trying to get you too. I got a rental car for $54 a day, and I didn't have to take it back.
Yeah. Wow. So the first 2 people I talked to deserved a punch in the neck, but the third one I thought did fine. It was $320 or something. I don't even remember, to be honest. And I didn't have to take it back, so I was okay with that. I mean, it's a lot of money, but
right,
I was stuck. So
no, I got my full refund from Spirit. They gave me every bit of my money back. I didn't have a problem.
You still in here? We need to talk about that. I need to get you your money.
That was, but that was crazy. Especially what happened is we got back that night and to the room at like 12:30, and my phone goes bzzz, and I pick up my phone and it says, Google thinks your flight's been canceled. And I'm like,
yeah, that's how I found out.
And it was literally like 4.5 hours before we were going to have to go down to the bus.
Wow.
So I'm like, what do you do now? So then I stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning stressing over it, trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the Chiefs.
I got my notification when I woke up that morning, so you got yours before me.
Yeah. Were you heading out Monday morning or?
Sunday night. So
Sunday
my
night.
flight was Sunday at like, I don't know, 9 something. They had sorry, I still fight in school. Had a 12 o'clock and I think they had a 10, a 12, and then a 9 p.m. and they canceled all 3. But I mean, it is what it is. You know, it was a fun adventure. I got an extra video out of it. Whatever. It wasn't how I planned to spend my day, but
I want to say we streamed for like.
We tried to bring you on with us.
I saw it. I saw it later. By the time, I don't know when you sent it, but by the time I saw it, I was tired. It was dark and I was tired. Like, I don't know. Maybe you sent it right then. I don't really know. But I was a little confused, frankly, when I saw it. And then I figured out what it was. And I'm like, no.
What time did you get home?
About 3:30.
It was 2:30 in the morning. These guys were still going, no, Kelly, go left, go right.
No way, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never driven in live stream, so I probably was a little.
I had a co-pilot, so I was being safe. I was driving.
At about 1 o'clock, I decided I should start talking to myself, which is a concerning thing to have the thought. I'm like, when you decide you should talk to yourself, have you gone nuts? Is that? I mean, I don't know.
Well, you could be
music really, really loud, and then I made myself put it on a channel where I didn't know all the words because I felt like I needed to pay attention.
At least you weren't seeing trolls like Corey.
Oh, that's great.
I didn't see any trolls. Hey, Kay Atwood's in the house. What's going on? Dizard says we flew out later that same day. The Orlando airport was empty. I bet. Well, you know what was empty? The parks. So the Lynn Project. So many people stayed. Dizzy Dan, I think, stayed for a while. Yeah, I was watching the Lynn Project's. I guess it was the Instagram stories. They walked onto everything. Like
Corey's walking onto everything tonight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not flying into Orlando right now. I mean, I guess you could now, but you have in the last 2 days.
Well, still, there's a lot of flights that are messed up all along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Willie Parker says
he's having a bad evening, right? I guess it's pulled away, but it looked like we're getting some damage.
RV into Disney, hello.
Hey, RV into Disney, what's going on? Yeah, so my wife thought RV into Disney and I went to the same high school. I still don't understand why she thought that. But it turns out so I sent her a message, hey, I hear we went to the same high school. She's like, no. I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, RV into Disney, welcome in.
Yeah, well, look at it. Willie Parker says he's going through the tropical storm right now and watching us.
Yeah, you're North Carolina, right, buddy? Practically Perfect says my partner channel. I love the Lynn Project. She's great.
If that kid would have missed a field goal, they'd have ran him out of Chicago.
Yep.
They've had some good kickers in Chicago.
Got Bears on the board first.
They're not used to
push right now.
Kickers who miss. You are the bookie of the crowd. I love that. You got to push right now. No, it's 3.5, buddy. Come on, it's 3.5.
Yeah, dropped to 3.
Doesn't matter when you whatever you get, right?
Yeah, well, that's the whole key in the whole thing. So What's up, buddy? You coming to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a
What's up,
special
man?
guest.
What's going on, bud?
Hello.
I love the baseball. You got how many signatures did you get on the ball? Like, what was the total?
I haven't counted them, but a lot.
It was
We
awesome.
have two balls, actually. We have two. We had to start a second.
You have to say that again?
We had two that we had to start a second ball. We
I
filled
love
up.
that. So, what did I do with it? There we go.
Preston, you
So
are
next
awesome.
year, we might need to do this.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty cool.
That's a good
it's not
idea.
like we can only
With
do like
the
one
silver
panel.
Get a silver Sharpie.
Well, that's true. I guess we could do 3 panels. Couldn't do many on this panel, but kind of fun.
You getting ready for bed?
Yeah, Willie's in North Carolina. Arvine says I have a look-alike, or so. I mean, yeah, she kind of looks like you, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's actually a buddy of mine's wife that, whatever. It's a whole thing. I was confusing. I was confused and confusing Arvine, but whatever.
All right, he gone
He gone. See you, buddy.
that quickly. So school nights, we don't play around.
Yeah, 'tis the season. School's back.
That's right.
Willie, I'll be down there in North Carolina in just a couple weeks. I got to make
You
that.
travel a lot, man.
Yeah, I'm going. I got to go down to Bragg and then down to Cherry Point. So I'll be running through North Carolina.
So you work with the military a lot, because I don't
I do.
question mark, right? That's cool.
I do.
And were you a pilot, Kelly? Did I hear that one night?
No, not a pilot.
You were
I
something
did.
that includes flying cool things.
Right. I was a flight medic on a Blackhawk and Hueys.
Even cooler. Well,
Yeah.
equally cool. Both.
It
I
was
don't know.
it was cool.
I was telling people you were a flight attendant on the Hueys.
There were a few times where I offered milk, coffee, pretzels.
Nice.
So
I never did anything that awesome. So,
It was a good gig. I liked it. 15 years of flying. I started off in Hueys, and then we upgraded to Blackhawks. And
so I grew up in San Diego, and now I'm in Fort Worth. I have been by naval air stations my whole life, and I'm the guy who pulls off on the side of the road and watches. Like if we're going somewhere and the kids are in a hurry or the wife's in a hurry and the cool jets are up, we're late because I'm watching them. I love that stuff so much.
Right.
who was
I
out there
can't
showing
wait
it?
for Top Gun 2. I am that nerd guy.
Kelly,
Let's see.
Did you see
Nah,
who they were showing? It looked like Zip.
It looked like Zip. If it was Zip, we need to rewind it. I need to go back and look. Hold on a second.
I looked up and I saw Zip. Is what I saw. Go back and rewind it. The guys they're pointing the arrow to.
Kay's in South Carolina. Hope you're safe, Kay.
Okay. Pete, all bald people are not Zip. Okay.
That's Zip.
You know who? Okay. So did you guys see Zip today's? I guess his thumbnail, and he put his arm out. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing there.
So you know who Zip is? Every time, you know that commercial with Cyndi Lauper, and she's got some, I don't know, she's got eczema or something, and it's for some drug that makes her. So the dude with the elbows who says I got sexy elbows, that's Zip to me every time. And so then Zip today does this on his thumbnail. I'm like, what's going on? Is it really him? Freaking me the heck out.
So what you're saying is Zip has sexy elbows.
I'm saying he needs to get off my dang TV. That's
Okay. All right. I'm just checking.
I'm telling you what was going on is this. It was a cover up of his shoulder where he goes, I'm zippity doo dad. And then she goes, zippity doo dad. And then he recorded it. So that's the cover up. Watches complete.
Little darling in the house. Sorry, I just
Adam, isn't it?
Little darling in the house. Our dreams. Kelly did fly the Millennium Falcon. Did you fly the Millennium Falcon?
I did. I flew it
I was
twice.
never
And the 3 times I wrote it.
I did it 3 times, but I was never the pilot.
I was a right pilot. So to me, it's natural to pull back on the stick to go up and push down on the stick. So for me, that was easy. I had no problem with that.
I'm
But
more
Mama-
of a push the button when the light comes on kind of guy. That's my skill set.
I was a pilot. I was on there twice. I was a pilot once. The one time I wasn't the pilot, Preston was the right pilot, and Prince Charming Dev was the left pilot.
Nice.
And
nice.
we picked up 2 canisters that time, which was the first I've seen of picking up 2 canisters of the.
Oh, go back and watch my streams. We picked up 2.
Did you? Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't. I just actually was watching somebody's stream yesterday. It was the first time I realized you can only pick up 1. I thought every time you picked up 2, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that either. I had to go back and look. I did it 3 times. I videoed it twice, and we got 1 once and 2 once. And I wasn't sure about that when we did it live, but
They are not scoring.
I was just giggling and happy, and I mean, that was awesome. Anyway, RV and Disney says sexy elbows. Yeah, I mean, you're welcome. I know it. Whatever.
Hey,
Blue nose.
everybody needs to go tweet Zip with sexy elbows.
Oh,
and then
where's
I
my
want
phone?
credit. When he's
Where's my
confused,
phone?
I
I'm
want
doing
credit. Blue Note says I'm a Warbird. Oh, there you go. I'm a Warbirds crew member. Aviation is in my blood. Aviation is not in my blood. Aviation is in. I'm a fan of awesome planes and aviators. I don't like. You know what it is? I don't like flying. So I know I couldn't have done it, but I respect the studs. Well, you, Kelly, that do it. And I love our military and blah, blah, blah. That's a whole nother thing, but yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm not that.
Seems like both offenses here are being very, very, very held back.
Yeah, a lot of punts.
We're not seeing a lot of activity. I'm wondering if this second quarter is going to see them open it up a little bit.
I think the
Bears
are going to
have good defense. The Pack, not so much, right? So
I think the Bears are going to start getting a little more confident, and so you're going to see more out of them. And I think Rodgers is going to pull some things out because he's just got that kind of skill.
I'm hoping he pulls something out of his hamstring.
Gonzo, we'll see in a bit. He's heading back to work.
Yeah, buddy,
Gonzo,
don't work too hard, man. Had so much fun with Gonzo. Gonzo and his buddy Sammy. Well, my buddy now Sammy. We just had a good time. It was good. And it was so good meeting you guys and everybody. Like it was really. I posted. Actually, I haven't. It's probably uploaded by now, but I'm going to be posting. I think my longest vlog ever is like 40 minutes, and it's the Beverly Challenge. So I'm kind of excited about that. I should do that now while I'm talking to you guys.
Beverly Challenge went exceptionally well.
It was so fun. I mean, you had fun, right? You look like you were having a blast.
I had a great time.
How many did you gulp down?
15.
How bad was
nothing to laugh at?
You don't want to know the story.
I kind of do.
I will tell you that within 15 minutes, it was like I drank a bottle of Citroma for preparations for a colonoscopy.
Wow, that was more detailed than I expected.
That was as nice as I could put it because it was brutal, and there was 3 of us in there, and you didn't know which way people were facing unless you looked at the feet. It was not
and were they? I don't want to know. I kind of do. But I won't ask on the stream. Were they people I know from the?
Oh yeah,
yes.
Orlando Park Rover in the house. Let's go Magic. Oh wait, this is football.
And here's the
hey guys, popped in to see what's up. So glad you're here. RB into Disney says covers ears. So I went potty not because I participated, because I had to go potty.
Yeah.
And Mr. Shep was in there, and I was just he's the nicest guy in the world. Talk your ear off. I'm like, hey dude, how you doing? He's like. I'm like, no, really, you okay? He's like, okay, cool. Praying for you, buddy.
Here's the thing. We would, wow.
What'd you do?
Well, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, back.
Every one of us would do it all over again to do what we did for those kids.
That was like 10K, right? I haven't even. I didn't even. I gotta send $25.
It's pressing 1,100 right now that we know of. And we still know that they're processing. So
I'm proud to have friends who do that kind of stuff. I think I've shared with you guys. Well, whether I have or I haven't, it's true. I run a nonprofit, and it's just heartwarming. I love it. I mean,
for everybody in the chat, do us a favor, and if you don't mind, share out what we're doing. Let your friends and family know we're on here. Any NFL fans, we'd love them to join. If you haven't subscribed to these two gentlemen or myself, we welcome you to do so. So you can keep up with our weekly show, and sometimes where we might go a surprise Sunday stream during a football game for a chatting about on a Thursday night watch party on a Sunday, kind of a Shepism. So we're excited
I shared it myself. I didn't even share our own stream out. That's
yeah. How about make sure you've liked it. Don't be like last night when Steve got all the way through 4 hours and goes, "Oh, by the way, I never liked the stream."
I did this time, but I always do that.
I just got a text from Zip saying, "Oh my gosh, what?"
I love it.
That dude on the Cyndi Lauper commercial. I'm out.
That's good stuff. I tell you what.
What's going on, man?
Walt, how you, brother? Thanks for coming in.
So good.
Walt was live just a few minutes ago from Magic. He's still down there having a good time till Saturday, I believe. Nice. When he comes home.
Nice.
I tell you what, the most wild thing I think I saw was during the first and second shot is what about my elbow? Zip is here.
Zip, what's going on, buddy?
Dole Whip Dad was talking about your sexy elbows.
Yes.
I mean, that's true. That makes it sound weirder than I feel like it was, but it's all true.
And I figured out that that picture you have where you're pointing is actually you telling her, and you're blocking your thing so nobody can see your mouth like this, and you're going, "Hey, I'm zippity doodad."
He's like a vampire.
To Ariel, so that she says it back. We figured it out, so we're on to you. Just finishing any of my Southwest guys. Opening day. Sorry, I'm late. No problem.
We're sorry about your elbows.
We're watching the game here. We're about a minute and a half roughly now, probably by the time you all are watching it, left in the first quarter, and Trubisky cannot find a receiver, so they're going to be punting back to Green Bay. This is definitely a theater of incompetency tonight so far.
You like punting, you've missed a lot.
Yes.
Pass interference defense.
Hold on. Make sure I am prepared for this tonight, just in case, because I know we're going to a lot of them. I've got the flags going here, so I can throw them if I need to. If anybody gets out of line, I am prepared.
I feel like punting is like being the bullpen catcher of the team, right? Like
I don't know. A good punter, a Pro Bowl punter can make a difference. I can tell you the Ravens have been lucky to have this kid Cook for God knows how many years we've had him, because it's saved us a ton of times. I
punted in high school, and it always pissed me off because that meant that I probably just was the quarterback too. So,
Kelly's got a face.
Kelly has a face?
Yeah.
A face.
Oh, Kelly made a face. Okay.
Every 20 seconds you'll see it, and you can have that cool face too.
I was
close to a pickoff. Were you looking at the guy running unimpeded to the quarterback that was going to kill him before he got rid of him?
I was looking at. Well, let's see. Was it an interception? Yeah.
How come unimpeded is only used in football? It's like ensuing. You only use those in football, right?
Yeah.
Well, look, he liked that so much he clapped for me. Or there's a bug.
That was a high clap, high five.
Okay.
High five myself because of that play. See what happens here. We're a couple seconds behind Kelly.
You're good.
That's Cohen running in it. Yep. I think. There's 30. I don't have the numbers on the Bears all yet.
This is the best comment I heard while trying to keep the pathway open for the challenge was, "Come on, son, just a bunch of knuckleheads." I'm guessing there was some funny comments on that side.
Yeah, Zip's right. It is a boring game right now. It's there. Neither offense has really opened up the playbook yet. It's been a lot of running in the A gap, running in the B gap, and then a quick dump off. Nobody's gone downfield yet that I can remember. I don't think there's
been a lot of NFC North football. Come on, this is what the NFC North does.
Here we go. Oh, almost picked off. Kelly, good job not giving it away. You got to go downfield more. You got to open up that middle a little bit here.
I'm way behind. I just watched a running play.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out something. This is
We're
not
watching the same game.
I know. I'm not. I'm watching. I don't know. Whatever.
15 people in here now. We thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, everybody.
It's going to be a fun season. We're going to have some guests. I hear a rumor there might be a guest tonight. I hear a rumor next week. Tonight. It's going to be a good time. Pop in if it's a team you care about. Pop in and we'll make fun of you. If it's my Chargers or my Cowboys, be nice because we're going to go to the Super Bowl.
If any of the mods, want to jump in or something, shoot us a private message and we'll look to see if we can bring you in with what we have going on. We want it to be interactive and having some fun while we're watching the game. All of us are football fans. We're all Disney fans, and kind of lucky that this whole thing has brought us together because I can tell you two of my, there were so many great moments there. There's the end of the first quarter, 3-0.
Let me tell you how crazy Disney was. The three of us never got a picture together.
I thought there's so many people that I didn't get a picture to get with. I didn't plan. I never plan things very well.
The one I posted today of that you took, that selfie you took of us.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That was a good one. That came out a lot really good.
The one that I took right after that too. It was the same group, but Gonzo was like all the way in it, I think.
Every time I saw Kelly, he was going the other way.
Was that before Beverly Challenge or after?
Or I turned on Kelly's stream and he was promoting my son. I'm trying to get as many followers as I can so that I can broadcast my own channel. And what do I hear my partner in crime doing? hey, go subscribe to Preston. And I looked at Preston, and Preston smiled. I was like, are you effing kidding me? Did he even say what I thought he said? And right then, Kelly goes, yes, Preston McDevitt, he's awesome. He's got a channel. I'm watching the fireworks go off in the distance where Kelly's over at Magic Kingdom.
Jeff, what's better is I'm going, hi, Pete. Hey, everybody, go to Preston's channel and check
Yeah. I can't believe it. And then we get in the car. Preston's like, Dad, I got more subscribers than you now. I was like,
well, one of my favorite pictures isn't even of me. It's of your kid and Corey looking all serious, shooting down the aliens or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a good picture of them.
Yeah.
There was really good. Preston rode the mine train with Zip, and there's a great picture that came off onto my Disney experience of that.
I don't think I saw that one.
He was excited about that, and then we didn't get to ride Big Thunder or we didn't get to ride Splash Mountain because the Disneyland team left me and Arjon sitting in Space Mountain for an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, and that happened.
Tammy Ybarra's in the house. Welcome in.
Welcome. So, but I tell you what, I had the time of my life. It was the best Disney trip, I think, other than the first time I saw my kids look upon the castle and comprehend it. It was right up there with that, and I put it with that. I had a great time. So, seeing Kelly do the cotton candy challenge, I almost heaved. That was pretty rough. Yeah, did you see that one, Jeff?
I did not.
I'll let Kelly tell you about that one. Go ahead, Kel. Share that one.
Hanging out with Touring the Galaxy, and they're like, my wife and Laura are very close, and John and I, man, we're just like we've known each other all our lives. And Dana is an amazing kid. He is just awesome. He's a great young man. But they tend to do challenging things like drink popcorn. And one of the things that they do is they'll go buy a cotton candy bag and pour a cup of water in it.
Okay.
Dissolve the cotton candy, and then they'll pour it back in the glass, and they challenge you to drink it.
So, Kelly, because you're my friend, I'm going to help. Ready? Say no.
I recall as a child, some lady that just say no was a theme of hers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So anyway, I downed that, and about 15 minutes later, I was literally shaking.
His eyes were huge. If you watch that stream, go back and watch it.
Oh yeah.
A half after that, I don't know if Mama Mouse had your camera or what, but they panned on Kelly. His eyes were huge. I was like, me personally, I was thinking, so you're right for shouting out Preston.
And then I got back to the room and had a hard sugar crash. I was gone. It was fun. We had a good time.
Beverly Challenge, just in general, the Beverly Challenge. So I don't like the stuff. I don't understand drinking 100 ounces of it. I mean, 4 ounces a cup, right? 4 ounces a cup?
4 ounces a cup.
So 20 is 80. That's easy math. No. When I'm at Disney, hey, this is just me. Maybe I'm the weird one. I want to enjoy myself. And if I'm at Epcot during food and wine,
right,
my belly ain't empty. Now, I got more room than you guys probably combined, but I want to keep every ounce of space for charcuterie and
That's
just things I enjoy, not Beverly.
Packers had 12 yards of offense in the first quarter. Yeah, just throwing that out there. So I was with the Dis and That guys. We were going around the world, and we were eating, and we were stopping at every booth, and Dave was eating at every booth going around.
There you go.
There's no way. There's no way. Dave was a competitor in there. I can't believe he ate all that food and turned around and drank all that Beverly. So that was impressive.
If I know Dave, like when I think Disney food expert, I think of Dave and Disney Dan. Dave's not going to not enjoy food and wine.
Oh,
I think that makes sense. I would have downed one and said, "Boom, go ahead, Steve. Have at it, buddy."
Wine. Oh, that day, the day of the event, Dave destroyed food and wine. From what I understand from talking with those guys, if it wasn't secured, Dave ate it.
and drank it. I mean, as we were going around, he was tasting everything, and then I was buying things, and I said, "Well, do you want to taste this?" And he was like, well, yeah, I'll taste that. I mean, he was eating my food. So yeah, he was, and of course he was doing his reviews, and oh yeah, there's moving the ball.
Is that Allison? He's 83. It's Vonda Chandler, whatever his name is.
By the time my Cowboys and/or my Chargers play, I must have this TV situation changed. So I can't be 20, 30 seconds behind two play. I can't do it.
Well, when the Chiefs play the Chargers, that I'm going to sit over here if you don't get it fixed and go, oh, look, the Chiefs scored again.
No. If I don't get it fixed by then, I'm sick that night. No way.
Too funny.
Right, you'll be my guest on DizTube when we play on the Thursday. It's like in November, right? It's like we don't play the first game against you guys until like November, I'm pretty sure. But didn't we put you on that week on purpose? I think we did.
Yeah, we purposely did that.
My job that night will be inside the chat, instigating it to all get out.
I'm either going to be in a really good mood or just talk about your channel.
We live stream with him sometimes. Okay, call it good.
That's it. Yeah.
We're done.
Rodgers going deep. So when I see the replay of Rodgers just rocking back on his back leg and firing like an idiot, I can't not think of him getting lucky against the Cowboys 3 or 4 years ago. It was so ridiculous.
See, this is where I was thinking Aaron would start pulling stuff out. Yep. Boom. Boom.
That's good.
As much as I don't like him, he is brilliant. I mean, you give him a couple series to figure out the defense, and he's going to carve you.
Be the tight end. Jimmy Graham. You got Jimmy Graham in your fantasy league. You're real happy right now. That would be probably like a 12-yard pass play.
Was that Jimmy Graham on the deep ball?
Not on the deep ball. Adams on. I was Vonda Chandler or whatever his name is on the deep ball, but it was a touchdown over to Jimmy Graham. Let me see here. That's just a short hook route, but he threw it in top of me. Just jumped up, jump ball, went and got it. So interesting. Didn't have much pressure on Rodgers either.
They didn't.
Mason Crosby, this guy will hit it.
Yep. All right, 7-3.
I'm just watching the touchdown pass right.
So what's up with Rodgers and this mustache and all of his pictures? Did you see this?
That's because he usually there he is right there. He usually grows that mid-season, that and the beard, that or the beard, or that and the beard. Does he not have it right now?
No.
He doesn't have a stash. I think he has a stash.
It didn't look like it.
I don't know.
He's who's he with? Danica Patrick, isn't he? Is he still with her? I know he was at one point.
No idea.
Somebody in the chat looked that up for us.
Not in my wheelhouse.
I'm pretty sure that's who he was. I know he was dating her at one point. I think he might
date an actress at one point, but I couldn't tell you her name. But yeah,
he's not hitting the Justin Verlander lottery, but he's doing okay.
Oh my gosh! So
yeah, Danica Patrick.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Justin Verlander should be a Dodger. Do you guys know this story?
Yes. Didn't work out. Kelly doesn't. You tell him.
Nope.
You can tell by looking.
Kate wanted him to be a Dodger. He reaches out to the Dodgers. He wants to be a Dodger. The Dodgers decide, no, we don't want you. We want you, Darvish, for just the end of the year, not you, Verlander, for this year and next year. And now here we are 2 years later, and he's thrown his third no-no. And Kate Upton, duh. Like, you don't have to be a good pitcher. Make the trade, dummies. It's Kate Upton. Stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and by the way, Yu Darvish tips his pitches for Game 7, and like they're playing T-ball against the kid, and we lose. Yeah, am I bitter? Yes, I am.
Who'd you lose to?
The Houston stupid Astros.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there we go.
Not laughing. Sorry.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm always the Dodgers and the Yankees. Whenever they lose, I'm not upset about it.
Have the Dodgers lost this year? I don't think they have yet.
It's tough though because I'm an old Dodger and an old Yankee history. I love Jackie Robinson is one of my favorites of all time, and of course, Mickey Mantle. So I do love wearing that Brooklyn Dodger blue hat. I will say that.
Come to the good side. You don't have to stay on the bad side all the time. Come to the good side.
I hear
Dodgers, 2019 World Series champs.
Hey,
The atypical hustlers. Oh, baseball talk. So
The atypical's in here. What's going on? I'm way behind in chat. I'm editing up my video here, but so I'll.
we got Blue Nose said we beat him to the question. RV's chatting with us. Of course, Kay's in here, which is great. Last I looked, let's see, we had. I got to check my phone when I do it. So we've got 16 in here watching with us, which is pretty good. We welcome everybody here. I'm sure by the second half we'll pick up a little bit. Hopefully the Bears decide to start playing defense again. Rogers doesn't have a mustache right now. He's got the short stubble one right now.
Yeah, that's what it looked like when I was looking at him.
This deep pass. I mean, that's typical Rogers. Just heaving it up and letting somebody go run under it.
Yep. Back foot, fire it, heave it.
Yep. Here it is right here. Boom.
Yep.
Oh, that's a touchdown pass. Do you know who the winning, in the Super Bowl era, okay, not including everything, take out the Super Bowl area with Lombardi and everything. In the Super Bowl era, do you know who the winningest coach is for the Green Bay Packers?
It's got to be McCarthy, right?
It is McCarthy. Oh, that's a nice back over-the-shoulder catch. Robinson, he's going to have a monster year this year, I think.
Where did McCarthy end up? Did he get a gig somewhere? What is he doing?
He did somewhere, but I don't remember where off the top of my head.
Didn't he get chewed out at some high school game or something?
By somebody. Yeah, I read that article too.
That's crazy.
That's a great catch right there.
That was a good catch. It was good concentration on the ball.
This is where you run the middle right here. After you just went wide like that, play action, boom. Dump it off to the back.
That was good D. That was good D.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Third down.
Good defense.
Yeah. My second down coming up. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be fun this year to see what the Bears do. I still think they win this division. The Lions, I don't even know how they're going to do. Mickey Mantle is an Okie. For those who aren't aware, that is true. He is from Oklahoma, Mickey Mantle. And I drive through his hometown every time I want to go to Walmart.
What's his hometown?
Do me a favor. If you drive by his house, take a picture and text me. Shoot me up on Instagram or Twitter. Yes, Preston. Good night.
What's his hometown?
Love you, buddy. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good, buddy. Good seeing you.
Preston.
I have 28 signatures on my baseball. Just counted.
That's so cool.
28. That's
28.
awesome.
I'm
That's
proud
awesome.
to be one of them, man. Proud to be one of them. That is so cool. I love it. So what's his hometown?
I'm not sure off the top of my head. Atypical hustlers, maybe.
My mom is in Joplin. I used to drive through it all the time, but
That might be it.
really?
I know that the house where he grew up in is still standing, and there's a barn right next to it where he used to his father would throw right-handed to him and make him bat left, and his grandfather would throw left-handed at him and make him bat right.
That's so cool.
It's very cool.
I did not know that.
I'm a diehard Mantle fan. Oh, what do we got? We got a penalty here. We got a stuff and a penalty.
Why are you a Mantle fan? You're not a Yankees fan, right? Why are you a Mantle fan?
I am an old Yankees fan, like 61 back to Murderers Row, because it was when the game was pure. The hardest thing in it was alcohol, beer. There was no dead ball area in my mind. It was just what it was. You didn't have the equipment, wasn't fixing things up. You didn't have steroids. It was just, people came out to the game dressed in a suit and tie and a top hat, and it was just it was totally different. And you had so much amazing talent back then, and a lot of it that we don't even know. I mean, I'm a huge Jackie Robinson fan, and I know we didn't even touch the cusp of some of that talent that was in the Negro Leagues.
Yeah, we talked about that one night. Right. I mean, so many.
So
Mickey Mantle grew up in Commerce, Oklahoma.
That's it. Went to Commerce High.
Yeah.
And there's a tape going right behind you with it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. One of my bucket list things is I want to stop and pay my respects to Mickey Mantle at his grave in Dallas, and I'm hoping we're going to go back there for another meeting. Yeah, for my company, and that is one of my goals.
You need to let me know when you're in town. I heard you had a strong opinion about the Bears, though. Did you want to? Is this a good time to share about your?
Look, they're horrible. They're losing to Green Bay on the road. I mean, it's pathetic. They're supposed to be the monsters of the new Midway. The only thing it's like Monsters Inc., the Laugh Factory from Disney. It's a joke. You know?
Do you know anybody who's a Bears fan?
Not offhand. No, I know a bunch of Green Bay Packer fans.
Huh?
Duck Bears.
What's that?
I see a shirt.
Duck Bears.
You talking trash?
I
No,
heard
I
some
was
trash
not-
talking. Who is that? It says Dale on the bottom left. Is that Dale?
That's
Uh,
right.
That is
What's going on?
Dale,
Enough of this. I had to come in and set this straight.
I was
enough
not
of this.
talking trash.
Yeah, even though you're right. The Bears
No,
are not looking good right
not
now.
at all. Not at all. No, not at all.
will say
Welcome,
You must have got your attire at Goodwill. That's all I can say.
hey. Easy.
Your puncher's having a good night so far.
It does have a Super Bowl thing on it, Dale.
Oh, how about that?
We know. Got two of them.
Where'd you get that sticker?
Down at the store, 7-Eleven. Welcome in, Dale from RTI.
Yeah, my friend. What's going on?
So your boys right now are surprising me a little bit. They haven't opened up the playbook yet. I was kind of
You're right.
expecting them to throw a little bit more this year with the wide receiving corps that you guys have in Chicago. I'm still hoping that's going to happen. And kind of surprised at the score after 7-3. Rodgers
Yeah,
gives you
same
guys
here.
a fit, though, doesn't he?
What's that?
Rodgers gives you guys a fit, doesn't he?
Every time, man. Even though last year, I don't wish any ill will upon anybody. They almost took him out. Unfortunately, I didn't like seeing that. And then he came in and then just threw a Hail Mary, and like he does, somebody catches the silly thing, and game over.
I'm
How
with
long have you been a Bears fan, Dale? All your life?
Yeah. Well, as far as I can remember, probably 8-9 years old or so.
Cool.
Yeah.
You grew up in the Midwest, obviously, so
I was just going to ask, are you from Chicago? Why the Bears?
In Indiana. Funny story, because as kids, you never know what you like or don't like. And I think my parents, I'm not too sure where they had gone somewhere or what they had gotten, some souvenirs or whatever at some store, or it might have been at the garage sale or whatever. I'm not even too sure what it was. They came home. Actually, let me go and grab it. I'll be right back.
Nice. Everybody saying hi to Dale.
Joe with Dale. This is awesome.
Blue Nose saying hi. Practically Perfect saying hi. Babe Ruth hit his first pro home run in Fayetteville, North Carolina, says Willie Parker. He's from there, so I'll have to believe it. Shep telling everybody to subscribe. Yes, please do go subscribe to Pete's channel. Dale's back. Let's see what you got.
Thank you, Jeff,
Yeah.
for promoting my channel.
Sure.
All right. So when the parents
Hey,
came home
Chef.
with some gifts and stuff, and this is what they brought me.
Let me, Jeff. Can you?
A little pencil
Bring him to the
pen
front,
holder that
Jeff.
I use it for. So I didn't have any team. So as a kid, whatever the first thing you sort of gravitate to, this is my team. And then it's funny because they brought my brother a San Francisco one, and he became a 49ers fan.
Not funny how
My other brother, I think he was left out just like normal. But anyhow,
That's great.
no, actually. So that's funny story how I became a Bears fan.
I'm loving all the Bears stuff behind you there. You know,
Yeah, I had to.
I was going to say, it looks like you're a diehard, man.
Actually, my blanket here, it stays on my recliner all the time.
Nice.
Unless company comes over. Jenna's not a huge fan of it, but so
I haven't seen Jenna wearing any Bears ears. I think we need to get Cargo to make her some Bears ears for the games, especially if you guys make the playoffs. You know,
I agree. I agree for sure.
you guys had the big deal last year when you guys picked up Mac from the Raiders. I thought that was a steal. To be honest with you, that kid is just a beast.
It was an expensive steal.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Did you give up picks? I honestly don't remember what you gave up for it.
yeah.
that-
It was
I
I
fun.
don't remember either. I'm not sure. Was that the year? No. Then they've done some silly things in the past, and that was finally one of the things that us Bears fans were finally happy with. Because what was it? I'm not too sure. It might have started off when they let Olsen go to the Panthers.
I remember that. Yep.
Ridiculous. They let who else? I can't even remember everybody they let go. Well, then they let Alshon Jeffrey go.
Right.
Then they let Brandon Marshall, which he was.
Marshall's played for everybody since then.
That's a nice
Yeah,
stick
exactly.
right there.
He's been all over since then, but he did decent with the Bears. I'm trying to remember.
You
Well, the
cut
other good
you
thing
cut
that
your
they did-
kicker 2 years ago, and then he went on to he's kicked 91% of his. I
Yep.
saw that stat earlier tonight.
Really, 91%. That doesn't surprise me.
91%. Since they cut him, he's been 91%.
That sounds about right. And then when they bring in Cutler, and then when he got injured, unfortunately, that was the best thing for us. Josh McCown came in and killed it. And then Cutler came back. Oh, well, let's take the guy that's killing it, put him back on the bench, and let this guy that doesn't even know how to throw well, he can throw a football. He had an arm. He just can't throw it.
But he doesn't know where it's going. I've always
He tries to thread the needle everywhere he threw just to try to show
That's
off.
ridiculous. Right? That is typical Rodgers right there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Found it. Made it happen.
And that's
so Dale,
scary
the
part.
question
Yeah, go
needs to
ahead,
be this. How far behind are you? Like Jeff hears about it like a whole 30 to 45
I
seconds.
feel like I'm watching replays. I gave up on trying.
I'll give you – oh, you mean the game right now?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the time that I've got.
I'm a good 3 plays behind.
Oh, really? Just
Which
a
is
minute.
ridiculous.
It's not showing the clock right now. It's showing replay.
Oh, unbelievable. Wow.
Kelly's way ahead of everybody.
Really? Yeah, right
how
now.
did you get
The
off?
clock at 8:31.
I'm at 7:31.
I'm at 7:36.
I'm at 7:15.
Okay, you don't get to comment, Kelly.
What's that?
You don't get to comment on that.
I know. I gotta be quiet.
I've been watching Kelly's face as I'm, and I'm reacting based on Kelly's face.
That's
So,
crazy. It is
I'm
funny.
not even watching the game. I'm treating it like a replay. If you guys tell me something's cool happened, I watch the replay.
So
That's
what,
ridiculous.
where you guys at?
We're in Kansas City.
No, I mean, sorry, time-wise, Jeff and Pete.
Oh.
On
I'm at 7:08 right now.
I'm at 7.
I'm
So
on
Kelly's
a
about
replay.
8 seconds ahead of me.
I'm at 7:53.
That's a nice stick.
Right now, it's not showing the clock again. Showing replay.
I was between 2 and 3 plays behind earlier. So
Yeah, I do love how they keep
7:53.
I do love how they keep showing the graphics with Rodgers with the porn mustache.
Just kidding.
I know, rough, right?
Oh my God. Give the guy a break, would you? So, Dale, have you been out to Soldier Field and see games, I'm sure?
I have not.
No.
Oh, really?
I have not.
That sounds like a Resort TV 1 road trip.
I
Right?
would love to. One thing that I found out from the games there, and I just checked tonight again for prices, it is always extremely expensive. The nosebleed for tonight, I think, was still I checked on SeatGeek. Somebody else might be able to confirm. I think it was still $500 for the nosebleeds.
Wow.
Really?
The top floor. And I looked at one of the other games, one of the lower games that, and it was the nosebleeds 120 still. So it's always been ridiculously priced. So I'm not too sure if that's just because of the
It's
population.
not huge, right? It doesn't hold like
What you need to do is keep an eye the year that the AFC North plays the NFC North, which should be coming up, and come up here to Baltimore, and we'll use my seats and go to the game because I have club level where I
Nice.
sit.
Nice.
So we could do that. That would be a blast.
That would be a blast. They were in Tampa last year, but unfortunately it just
How far is Tampa? That's probably a couple hours for you, right?
an hour and a half.
Okay. Not bad.
Hour and a half. Yeah, probably hour and a half.
Tampa's a great stadium to see a game too with the can. I mean, when I
We
saw
did.
it there, we got our.
The Saints there.
What's that?
Yeah, we went and saw the Saints there a couple years ago with
It's awesome, isn't it, with the cannons and everything.
Exactly.
That does look cool. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it was a fun stadium, and it was while they were not doing any good, it was empty, but yeah, it was a good time. We got to see.
That's the way to go, though, when you want to see stadiums. I grew up in San Diego, and the Padres were horrible when I was there, and it was great. I could sit anywhere I wanted, anytime I wanted, buy a ticket, after the game started, even if I wanted to. I got, what's the right way to say that? I forgot how hard it was to get good seats because I didn't have to because the Padres were horrible. So that's the way to go.
Wow. So who else? I mean, we got 18, 19 in here, looks like. Something like that.
Y'all get caught up here in chat here in a minute.
17 here in the chat right now. Only Passengers is back. Atypical Hustler still in here. Sounds like OU games so expensive. Even Houston, cheapest I saw was $160 on Sunday.
Who was that?
That was Atypical Hustlers talking about the Sooner games, Oklahoma
Oh.
games the same way. And then apparently they were saying they are in southeast Kansas, Kelly, the Atypical Hustlers.
That's what I was looking at. I just responded to him.
not too far from you. So
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They I think they've sold it or they're going to sell it, but they ran a motel for a while. They're real entrepreneurial. They're really, really cool.
nice.
Check out their channel.
They're nice. They're nice. So it'd be interesting this year. I think I personally, I picked Chicago to win that division, Dale.
I think I do too, but there's I'm not even too sure. I did see that the Lions picked up another. I forget his name. I think it might have been Johnson or somebody that's very similar to the guy that retired, or who was it a couple of years ago. But I think
I don't see the Lions being a challenge for you. I'll tell you what, if your Bears lose at home to open the season, it gets a lot harder.
if they and the Packers have the best. They have. I mean, they're overriding the Bears over the years for sure. I mean, they've got the Bears for sure covered. Oh, I do have to. Let me see if I can find this. Here we go. Some of you may have seen this already, but I'm sure most of you would probably agree that Peyton Manning is one of the all-time smartest, most likable players,
I'm a huge fan.
quarterbacks
Yeah, I
that
agree.
has ever been. And then just recently, you guys have been seeing this. I'll see if I can pull it up and play this. I'll have to agree with him even more now. Well, he obviously just confirmed that he is a very intelligent person. I'm not too sure if any of you guys
You know what you're going to play.
Did you pick my Chargers to win the Super Bowl? That was.
Yeah, I think I know what he's going to play because I saw it earlier today and I was laughing.
Hold on.
I have no idea.
And out as a Bears super fan.
He was baptized.
Stop it.
Suck.
You catch that last part?
What did he say?
Hold on, don't say anything right here. Just if you can hear it.
Packers suck.
That's great. I earlier when I saw it, I just saw the whole baptism thing. I was watching an Instagram thing. And part of it. It was great.
So that just confirms Peyton is one of the smartest quarterbacks out there.
He's incredibly funny. That show that he's doing on ESPN Plus, I've seen it twice.
Have you?
Mine has. It's really good. Very, very funny. Very well written.
I'll watch him. He's funny.
Oh, he's funny. Him and his brother. I love it when they get together and do some things.
Yeah, the one where they're driving, where he's like, "Why do we have to take yours? You got two of these." You know, and they were talking about the Super Bowl Lombardi Trophy they took out of the New York Giants gates.
No, I missed that one. I forget it.
That's a highlight for one of the episodes coming up.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
So it'll be
I'll
pretty
tell you
good.
what, I've always loved Peyton, and as much as I love him, that's how much I dislike Eli. I can't like him. I don't know. He was rude to my Chargers, even though I know he was in the right because the GM then was an idiot. But I can't get over it, and he's got dumb face, and the guy caught the ball in his head, and I just can't be a fan.
If I can get over Elway telling Baltimore he has no desire to come here, you can get over that.
Same thing, right? I can't. Well, then you can't get over it because I am not over it. And I know it was Archie and the GM was a putz and all that, but whatever.
Yeah, it kind of worked out good for everybody, I guess.
I mean, Rivers has had a Hall of Fame career, but we haven't done anything in the playoffs. So what the heck?
Come on, Trubisky.
Cohen's a beast, though. That dude, he was a huge get for the Bears, man. Huge get.
Yeah.
I'm looking to him and Trubisky connect even more so this year. And Kyle,
Do you like Trubisky? Do you believe in him?
What's that?
As a Bears fan, do you like Trubisky? Do you believe in him? I was surprised they drafted him so early.
Oh well, every Bears fan was upset that they freaking jumped.
I mean, he wasn't. Yeah, he was off.
But we'll see. I mean, he's. I don't think there's too many others that have in that draft. Well, I don't really remember. I can't say. But no, he's proven himself, and he's proven. I like his mentality. I like his go-getter type of attitude, and just from him talking, he seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
And he's a player. I think he puts in the work.
And he's a Tar Heel.
Oh, that's right.
Got good footwork. Oh my Lord, that was not good.
that guy would have landed on him. That could have been the season for you guys. Who's your backup there in Chicago right now?
It's a good question. See, that's how little I've been keeping track.
I have no idea who it is.
I did see it was
Vince Evans. No, probably not.
Vince Evans. That's a nice pass. Oh,
Yeah, nice defense. He got it. He didn't catch it.
no. Wow, it's a shame. He's going.
Yeah,
he's
that would have
going
been beautiful.
a lot. He's
which I
targeting
did
a lot.
watch a couple pregame or preseason games, but
I don't think Trubisky played the whole preseason. I know Rodgers didn't.
no, Trubisky didn't. Chase Daniel is one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's a former
I like him. No, he was a Missouri.
Missouri. That's what it is. I knew it was Midwest. Yeah, he did well for Missouri. He's
Yeah.
good.
I thought he was great in college. I thought he'd be a good pro. I'll tell you what. I don't know. I'm not watching it that close because I'm so behind. But it looks to me like Green Bay's like not respecting Trubisky. They got they had 10 in the box a minute ago. They don't right now. And I don't know who plays back, but I don't know. Does it look like Green Bay is begging them to throw to you?
They're playing a high press on them. So they're challenging them to try to go across the field, and they're relying on their DBs.
Yep.
Cover it. Right now they are. Oh, here's a great highlight from Lombardi.
Yeah, these are good highlights.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about royalty in the NFL. Hallis and Lombardi are two of them,
Yeah.
through the years of what they did and everything. It's amazing that Hallis's family still has ownership in the team after all these years.
Yeah, that's incredible. I saw today that somebody offered the Colts Ursay a bunch of money. He said no.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see that.
$3.2 billion, I think it was.
What?
He's like, no, thank you.
Holy
If
moly.
you get offered $3.2 billion, it's time to walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless he's got family, because I guess they were saying that his dad had started it, so he sort of came in. So
Yeah.
honestly, you're already that rich, right? I mean, honestly, what are you going to do? When you're that rich, you already have it. Like, what are you
That guy's lucky to be alive. There were people that had contracts out on Ursay's father when he pulled the team out of Baltimore and left here.
Yeah.
There were people that actually went to jail because they paid for contracts.
Yeah.
One guy was out soliciting, trying to get as much money as he could to put a contract out on him when they rolled, because they rolled out of Baltimore in the middle of the night in the winter.
Remember that.
It was
right
crazy.
now, I'm just at the Hallis and Lombardi clip now.
I'm watching Rambo Last Blood highlights.
That's what I was just looking at.
He's back again.
Oh my gosh.
Wasn't the Last Blood like 30 years ago? Like, come on.
This is Spill More Blood, is what it is.
Still more blood.
Yeah.
Does he talk out loud in this story?
Nice. This is great. I always love when these guys are out. Salute to boot camp. I've actually been on that field before.
Oh, really?
I know exactly where that is. Yeah. They do. NFL does a great job. They do a really good. They work with P&G a lot and do a lot at the beginning of the year with their pro camps, and that's a big thing where they bring a lot of their players in. I actually have in my basement when Steve Smith was a Raven. He was over in Germany, and a friend of mine was out there, and they sent me back footballs and all kind of stuff signed by Steve Smith. So pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do a lot of good stuff with that. So
Yeah, I just found out today. I was watching some clips at work, and I saw Clinton Dix got traded. I was like, what? Because I know there's a girl I work with, went to high school with him, and knows him really well. So I went over in her office. I was like, you're going to have to hook me up with some nice swag and have give me some signed footballs from Mac and Trubisky. And I said, he can sign it too if he wants to, but make sure he gets Mac and stuff.
Get a ball, but don't sign it. Get your other.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, well, I'll see what I can do. Man, that would be awesome. Because I know she's good.
That would be cool.
Still, so.
See, Mike Polito just came in. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Mike.
welcome in. This is our dreams in here. Jeff, hey, buddy.
Hey.
Good to see him. Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate it. Please share out the stream. We'll be here for a little while, talking a little football, a little life, a little Disney with my co-host, DoleWhipDad, Jeff Bates, and Kelly from Meyers the Mouse, and our special guest, Dale from Resort TV One, who is a diehard Packers fan. He's excited to be here. And you can tell by the back of his house where he's got everything. That's great.
Bears.
That's awesome. I got to admit, that's one of the best skits of all time.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you see the pre-show with the Bears thing that they were doing? That was great.
Good.
That was awesome. They did a good job with that. What's this? There he goes again, standing on his back foot. Incomplete.
So I don't know if it's gonna date me, but I don't really care. But in 85, I guess, when I was like a freshman in high school, we did. You guys do the airband thing in high school. Is that a thing? You guys know what I'm talking about?
It was just you.
Okay, that was just well, whatever. What was this song called? The Jim McMahon and
Super Bowl Shuffle.
Super Bowl Shuffle.
Super Bowl Shuffle, yes. And a bunch of us idiots dancing around like fools. I wasn't. I was actually watching them. But whatever. That was like
It was cool.
Over the country, man, in
Yeah.
85. And the refrigerator. And I remember when he scored the touchdown in the Super Bowl and they hadn't given it to Peyton. And I'm thinking it was 85. I wouldn't swear to that, but something like that. But that was that was great stuff. McMahon was a lunatic and he was fighting with Rozelle every week. And good times, man. Good times.
The greatest thing McMahon ever did in my thing, all outside of football, obviously, is when he got into it with Rozelle about wearing the attire he was wearing, and he put on the headband with Rozelle's name. That was awesome.
That was great.
That was absolutely awesome.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't get it. He was a great college quarterback, one of the greats ever at BYU. That Holiday Bowl he had in, I don't know, 81 or 82, that was epic when he threw like 1,000 yards between the two quarterbacks. And
that's what got him drafted in my mind. I think that was a big thing that got him drafted. So
he turned out to be a great pro.
Yeah, he did. I mean, and he put he put a ring in Chicago, so you got to give him that. Oh, that was almost.
It might have been that 46 defense that did it, but McMahon, whatever.
If that guy had one more step, he's gone.
Yeah, that was it. Tell you what, though, you can tell Rodgers is starting to get into his stride a little bit.
There's Dances with Goofy. Welcome in.
How you doing, Dances?
He's picked up the pace on how quickly he's going on his plays. That's one thing I did. I was just thinking that, literally, Kelly, before you said that. And they're throwing it fuller, which is surprising to me, because to me,
a lot of outs to his backs and stuff. Not really opening it up like you said earlier.
Ooh.
No, they didn't call it.
I was way behind you guys, so you guys were calling the plays before I watched it. So I went on my iPad and played it from there. Now I'm further ahead than the TV, so maybe I'll be watching it with you guys now.
There we go. I tell you what, it's fun to sit and watch the games. For me, the Ravens aren't on that many this year, and until we prove that we can win, we don't deserve to be yet. We're still an unproven offense. I know everybody's excited to see what we're going to unveil. I really hope something happens because I was not high on us drafting up and taking Lamar Jackson. I've been an outspoken critic on that. But we will see. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. But it's great to sit and watch on a Thursday night, opening day season. I got fantasy going on. We got our stuff we got going. I got the Survivor League going. I'm curious to see. I got to go see that. That's what I need to go open up and see how many people took the Bears and how many people took.
I was going to ask you, can we announce it now since the week started?
Well, it'll just tell me for this game what people took. It won't tell me what everybody's doing for Sunday.
So let me ask this. So let's say I made a choice and my quarterback goes down between now and Sunday. Can I still change it?
You have up until Sunday to change it.
Okay, so there you go.
As I tell everybody,
I'm not locked into that.
You're not locked into it. You can go back and change it. But here's the thing: as I tell everybody, be careful. You do not want to be after 12 o'clock in there trying to change your team around unless it's an absolute emergency, because that website gets so backed up. It's got hundreds of millions of people that use it, and it can lock up on you. And then you can really,
if I'm like Steve and my quarterback retires right before the game or something, I can.
Yeah, you can do that. Now, I always tell everybody the best thing to do is go in on Tuesday, pick a team that you think is going to win, put it in, and then think about it, and then go back at the end of the week if you want to change it. But at least you got something in.
That's a good point.
That's a great way to do it. Now
make sure you could change it, so I'm glad to learn that. I'll do that.
So I am shifting my trends. I am now pulling for the Bears tonight because we could have 3 people out. Unfortunately, Magical News Live would be one of them.
Oh,
there is 3 people that took the Green Bay Packers tonight. Nobody took the Bears.
Really?
The Bears win. 3 people are gone.
I mean, this would not be the game I would pick because what was it, 3.5, right? 3.5
Yeah.
spread?
Well, but that's no spread. That's a Survivor. It's just straight.
No, I know, but I'm saying
Oh,
it's hard
So
to
that makes
win the game. I mean, that's
That's pretty
basically a
much spread.
toss-up. 3 points for the home field. So
Yeah, well, but they, it's no spread, so they're just picking whatever. So this is the great thing about the Survivor League and why I've come to love it, is that you can sit here on this night and root for or against things to help you. It gets kind of crazy at times, I will say that. Especially when you look in, like Sunday, when you look in and you see that you got 250-some, 60-some people in the pool, and probably 80 of them took the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the New England Patriots, and then you're just going crazy rooting for that team to win. So
that's a good point.
that makes it a lot of fun. That's why I enjoy it.
how many total did you get signed up?
It was 276, but when you took out the promotional stuff and the couple ones there and that stuff, it was, I think, like 260 something. It's gonna be a $2,600 pot.
No, but I just meant I need 275 people to lose. I'm in
60. It's $6,200 pot is what it is.
Wow.
$6,200. It can't be split until it's down to 5 or more, 5 or less. So it has to go that way, which makes it fun. Or you get all the way to the end of the season. I've had all three things. I've had it happen where it got down to 5 and they agreed to split it. I've had it where it was 10 people left and we went all the way through the season and we split it with 9. I've also had it where it's like 2 years ago, we had like 210 people in there. And on one Sunday, Tampa Bay went into Saints and beat them. Everybody had the Saints. New England was home against Buffalo, and Buffalo upset them. And there was one other one. I want to say it was Pittsburgh that lost it against somebody that was horrible. Bengals. Pittsburgh was playing the Bengals, and the Bengals upset them. And we had 220 people in there, and it dropped to like 80 on the first week.
Wow.
It just crushed out. So, and that league was actually over by like week 6.
I was going to ask you, so does it ever end early? But there you go. Wow.
Yeah, that was the only time that it went really short. We was over by week 6. There was 5 people left, and they were all like, "This year's crazy. I want to split." Yeah, and it was done. So
wow.
Yeah. So it's all a good fun.
You can start a new one at week 7. You don't even have
to. The tough part with it, I can start a new one, and I thought about doing that. I may do that this year if it gets done, but I'm going to make it where the only way you get in is if you PayPal me or Venmo, because I'm not chasing checks in the middle of the season.
I used to be fantasy commissioner, a bunch of stuff. I gave it up. I'll play in people's stuff, but I won't lead it anymore. It's just too much of a pain. But
that's a nice move by Trubisky. Get out. Didn't throw. Yeah, my first couple years, I lost several $100s on it by people that bounced checks and all that stuff with me. And I just said, no, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I do this for fun. I don't do it to lose money. Kelly looks like an 80-year-old grandpa sitting in a chair. What's going on with that?
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
So while I was gone, I have one grandson, and he's 2 years and a couple months.
Look at Robinson. He's wide open.
And so you know how you wait for the grandkid to start talking, then you figure out what's going to call you.
Yeah. I
am now Mickey Peepaw.
That's pretty good.
We have all the Mickey Mouse stuff at the house.
Damn. Nice takedown. Damn it.
I kind of love.
That's pretty cool, though.
I'm not sure about the Peepaw part, but.
Yeah, it's all good. 18 people in here with us. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Again, share out the stream, like it if you can, for Jeff's channel tonight.
Let's talk about that. So next week we'll be on Kelly's channel.
Yep. And I will be coming to you live from Walt Disney. Oh no, I will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, coming to you from my phone that night because I have my national sales conference. But we will be back in the hotel by the time we go live or close to it, and I will be live there with you from there. So, and then I'll be back in my office, which hopefully by then we should be able to go live on my channel. That third.
I was just going to say we're going to go on yours too now, right? Question mark.
Yep, that's pretty good. Busy Dan is
Robin in the house. Everybody say hi to Rockin' Robin. What's going on?
Rockin' Robin and Busy Dan.
Atypical. Are you getting called Peepaw too? Like I'm not sure about Peepaw. I've never heard Peepaw. Like I don't know. Sounds like
Disney Dan is in the house.
Disney Dan in the house. What's going on, hey, buddy?
This is football, Dan. Google it. Figure it out.
He's going to start talking about pads and helmets. Here it comes. Whatever.
Oh, hey, Disney Dan. Sorry, I was watching the game. Halftime. I gotta focus.
You're fine. Watch the game. That's what this is all about. That's awesome. What is this NFL thing? Fake football.
Yeah.
We are going to convert Dan. That's one of my goals for this year, to convert Dan to NFL football by the end of the year and have him on as a guest talking about.
Convert him from what?
Whatever he's
You have to have a son come out to play sports, don't you? Isn't that a rule?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dan, you have my permission to, next time you see Pete, because he was trash talking my Bears, to throw a bigger cup of Beverly in his face.
Yeah, that was good TV.
That was fun.
Yes,
I
it
was
was.
sticky. I was sticky all night. I could not wait to get back into the hotel and just take a shower. And the microphone, here's the great thing.
Gross.
So here's the microphone cue right
I
here.
love that, Mike. That was great.
It's still on two sides. It's completely sticky with Beverly.
They're showing him all these times that he's just rocked back on his foot and launched it.
Oh, that's the Arizona game at halftime where he threw it up in the air. I remember this game too. This was a wild card game.
So
Back
lucky.
in the end zone. Boom.
Who's luckier, Aaron Rodgers or Eli Manning?
That's a tough call.
They're both.
Rodgers, I would have to say.
I think so too. Whoa.
Here we go. Kelly, do not let your face tell the story.
That'll be our thumbnail next time.
Unbelievable. Here he goes. Oh. All right, halftime. Packers lead 7-3. I still think second half goes to Chicago with their defense. I think their defense makes a play. This is my prediction. Defense makes a play that turns this game around somewhere midway in the third.
There's been several close calls too already.
Yeah.
They're going to have.
I'll be honest. I expected more to come out of the playbook tonight by both quarterbacks, even though, Chicago's defense is definitely, from my opinion, a level above Green Bay. I expected it to be a little bit more there. Kay Atwood, if you're here and not subscribed to DoleWhipDad, myself and mine, while you're waiting for it, thank you very much, Kay. We do appreciate it. We've got Dale with us from Resort TV1. He's a great friend and a huge Bears fan, and there's nothing better than bringing it in. So through the years, you've seen a lot of Bears football. You've been a big fan. What's your most memorable game as a Bears fan, Dale?
Sorry, the end of half, I had you muted.
That's okay. So I was just asking the question I was asking is, obviously been a fan through the years. What's your most memorable Bears game? I mean, obviously, Super Bowl and everything, but you had to have some great memories.
I never watched a lot of them, unfortunately. I mean, there's reasons for that, but unfortunately, I was able to watch a lot of their games and stuff. But obviously, the Super Bowl was one of the best ones, and the best thing I remember from that one is I think it was the opening kick. Good old Hester ran it back, and so excited, and he thought it was, Hever was
a beast.
Man.
That guy was so good.
Oh man,
he was so fast.
Oh yeah, and one of my most memorable play, and I think it was actually against the Packers, and it was during while Hester was there, and so everybody was always concerned about them. And there's one time they kicked it, punted it, and Hester was over there on the one side of the field, and ready to catch it. Well, the Packers are just running straight to him. The ball got kicked to the other side of the field. I remember. The guy just saw, he was just standing there watching the ball. Hester was like this. He didn't have it. The other guy caught it and just took it.
That was a great. I saw that. I didn't see it live, but I remember the highlight.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
And if I'm not wrong, I think that might have been the same weekend that they did that fake downing of the ball and threw for a touchdown in the Jets game. I think that was right around that same time frame of window, a couple of years right in that area, which is one of my favorite plays. And it was Miami.
Speaking of a Marino play?
It might have been a Marino play.
Yeah, he was down. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the fake spike to down the ball and then whipped it on a 3-yard out for a touchdown.
Really?
Seconds ago. It was a great play. Great play.
Who was that in the recent era, or Cutler era, or the pre-Cutler era, or?
It was 90s sometime, late 90s. Okay. I've never been to Soldier Field. I've driven by Soldier Field,
I went out to Chicago to be on the Jerry Springer show, and that's a whole story for another time.
Wow.
Next time I'm in town, Dale, that's
On the show or
I was just going to ask.
I was on the show.
I might have a Jerry Springer story too, but I wasn't on the show. But
you were not a contestant.
I was on the show, and I was leave it at that. Leave it at that.
I will not leave it at that. I will be Googling and YouTubing the heck out of that.
So, but when they picked us up, we in the limo, they drove down, and we drove right by Soldier Field, and it was in the summertime, but they still had all the lights on everything and the pillars, and it was so cool to see. You know, the history of the game. You think about, to me, that stadium there, because it's been there so long, is like Lambeau. It's like Fenway. I mean, if you think of all the greatest of the great, they've all played in that facility. Yeah, it's kind of amazing. To quote, I'm going to quote Channel Corey from Corey Meets World. It's amazing.
Amazing.
Guys, head out. Let me say goodbye to Desire Dream. Thanks for being here.
Desire Dreams, thanhanks for being here. Appreciate you stopping in.
Yes.
Yep. Thanks. We'll see you.
Mike Polino wants to know how much you guys raised on the for the Give Kids the World. Was it did I get 10K?
Kelly, go ahead.
So we're still taking money first off. And if any of the mods in the chat could post that link, if not, I'll post it here in just a second. We know we've raised over $10,000. I think we're pushing 11,000.
Wow.
11, is it? No, $10,100.
That's what I heard last.
There's still money that's being processed because some of those things have to be processed through different PayPal and different things like that. So we're still waiting to hear. Plus, it's still open right now. So we don't have a complete total, but we know it's over $10,100, and
amazing.
That's incredible, and that's all from you all watching, and we appreciate all you all participating in that and sharing that out.
There you go. Zip just put the link in the chat. Perfect. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, Zip.
Hey, what's up?
In the chat. Isn't that kind of created it? Corey talked about doing the making it for charity. Resort TV One, Dale's part of Resort TV One. Obviously, putting it out there for I don't know what the numbers were for people watching, but it was huge. Hey, Stacey. So you guys were amazing. I'm just proud to know you guys and doing it. It was awesome. I love it.
Yeah, two things that made me think of. First, seeing Zip in Dale, I saw the Zip and Dale logo, the clip art thing. That's
awesome. Love it.
Awesome. It's phenomenal. I'm going back and watch that video and taking a screenshot. I loved it. It was awesome. So that was pretty cool. But to our TV One and Josh and Jenna and just the class that they had, I got to witness it again firsthand, which didn't surprise me because I was with them when all these changes started happening, and Josh had the camera. We were coming out of Mexico, and I got a text from Magical News Live saying, "Oh, we're changing it. We're moving the Beverly Challenge to Friday night." And I was standing next to your wife, and I go, "Jenna, you know anything about this?" And she looks at my phone, and she goes, "No." Well, apparently. And then those guys came over and they talked with Josh about it, and typical Josh, right off the get-go, "Hey, can we change it?" Didn't even blink. "Yep, we're changing it. We're moving it to Friday night." Just the class of the whole Nelson extended family.
Right.
It just doesn't surprise. Thank you, Zip, for sending that to me. I love you. And it doesn't surprise me. It shows the power of the community. To me, it's the community that Resort TV One has helped to build. I know Josh is humbled and doesn't like to take that credit, but I hate to say it. Sometimes you just got to take the credit when you do good things. And Josh and Jenna have taken this whole thing to a whole new level. They've brought none of us would be sitting here, the four of us tonight, which this is the best Thursday night I've had in a while watching football. None of us would be sitting here tonight if it wasn't for Josh and Jenna deciding to put a channel together and bringing it. So I'm very humble in the fact that and grateful to Josh, but just class for what they did. 10,000 plus going towards 11. I told the owner of my company, I told him what we did the other day, and he was just dumbfounded. And he lives in West Palm Beach, and he was very well aware of Give Kids the World, and he was very impressed. So it's cool to be a part of that, So
I mentioned something to our company as well last week before we did it. One of the former owners, I guess you could say, and then mentioned something to her anyhow that we're going to do this, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, we'll donate $100." And then,
nice.
And then she's like, "Well, what's your guys' goal?" And I was like, "Oh, it's 10,000 is our goal." Oh, wow. That's your goal. We'll donate another 100. So they donated $200.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, it was awesome.
and they've done, because they knew of the facility and the employees there in the past, they've volunteered there as well. Every year we'll volunteer at a couple different places throughout the year just to help out the area or community or whoever needs it. So that's, I guess, one they've done in the past.
Love it.
Dale, have you ever had the opportunity to go there and volunteer?
We haven't. I was talking to Jenna about it. I'm really looking forward to when we go there and I guess live stream. I'm not too sure if it's in September or in October when they invited us. So I'm looking forward to that. And I talked to Jenna about that. We ought to go and see what the need is. I guess there's another individual at work that has volunteered quite often. And I need to go chat with him to see any tips he might have as well. Or
They have over 20,000 volunteers a year. It's incredible.
Have you helped
people? What's that?
Have you helped?
Actually, no, but my son was given a trip to give the kids a village, and it was actually we stayed there for a week and had the opportunity to participate in that. And ever since then, it's been something that's near and dear to my heart. My company donates very much to that organization, and also has several hundred people that volunteer there every year.
That's
so. Of course, I'm in Kansas City, so I can't make it better to do that. But some of the people that I talked to several of the volunteers while I was there, and there's people that every year they plan on taking 1 week of their vacation every year to go down there just to volunteer.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
I'd like to welcome the smooth sounds of Rob Fuzz into the chat.
I can't do it as good as Rob, but
what's going on, Rob? We also got Kitty Cat in the house that Go Packers Go.
What?
Delete
that.
I'm just reading. Sorry.
I'm going to have to remove that chat.
We got to get Dale all fired up. Dale, how is Jenna? Please type it to me, Dale. So Mike Polito's asking how Jenna's doing.
Her and Josh actually got invited out to another here's my Disney non-knowledge coming through. The cruise that I was just Illuminations cruise again tonight. So the one we just did Saturday night.
That's awesome.
They got invited again. So I got the house to the south with the dog. So
I feel like you've got the pressure on you to have Disney knowledge.
What's that?
I feel like you have a lot of pressure on you to have Disney knowledge because
I just have a good time with it. I think it's better if I don't know.
Yeah, right.
And everybody gets a good laugh.
You did an excellent job streaming the other night when you were there at Epcot and you were running everything for a while. I thought you were awesome.
Well, thanks. I was trying to keep up with Josh and Jenna. I had to do a little bit more insight as well. So thank you.
Yeah, you did very well. I was impressed with walking with Josh, and it's amazing how he is able not only to talk to the chat, but manipulate where he's going, and he's working on the shot, and he's thinking ahead. It's pretty impressive to watch. You realize how tough that is to do. And again, why I go back to people when they say people, YouTubers shouldn't get super chats or shouldn't get PayPals. It's, put yourself in their shoes and the time and energy to go to create a really good product, because you are creators. It takes an amazing amount of talent, and two of the three of you on this chat do it, and your wife is exceptional at it, Dale. And if you're doing something like that and you're bringing somebody creative, you deserve to have whatever type of compensation that people want to give you. And that's my opinion of it. I'm not a creator. I'm an enhancer. I like doing that. I like trying to get more people to go see the three of you and see your vlogs. I just want to do this.
No, we appreciate that for sure. I mean, you're the best commentator out there, though. That was awesome.
That was
I try.
Well,
everybody say hi to Pappy Pinnell in the house. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't understand when people complain about super chats. Here's the thing. Somebody saying that someone shouldn't get a super chat, here you go. Look, I can be the unpopular guy. How about shut up? You don't have to give one. Nobody's begging for one. I don't understand that. Why don't we tell
people do it because they want to?
No, it's crazy. Just like everything else, there's entertainment. Just like people that go to the Bears-Packers game, you're spending a couple $100 to go for entertainment.
Yep.
And then
right.
it does exactly the way.
But it's more than that, Dale. Like, I'm watching it on TV for free, paying your cable bill or paying you this, but whatever. But when I don't know, I'm not going to get all political here, but when someone tells someone else what to do, I kind of go crazy. Like, how about do what you want and let other people do what you want? I love what you guys do. I'm proud to be a sponsor. I think I get great value out of that, but I also am giving to someone who I like, who's doing what I love. Like, I don't understand that. Why would anyone say, don't somebody else give to someone? That drives.
Sense has gone to the wayside.
You know,
Common sense has gone to the wayside.
Yeah. Oh, amen. Yeah.
And
well, and you know, when I was down in Disney, I picked up a couple bar tabs when I was there, or dinner tabs, and that was by choice. And I look at it this way: I would have spent that money on something else, you know, somewhere along the line. And for me, it was worth it to do something like that, because hopefully it helped out those people that I was with, and they can do a little bit more with whatever they're doing. And again, for me, that whole week, I mean, it was about my son, and everybody treated my son like he was their own.
He's a good kid, man.
You can't put a price on that. I can't put a price on the time that he had with everybody. And he talked more on the way home about the people that he met that he wasn't expecting. Like Dale with you. He was so excited that Josh and Jenna took a few minutes with him, because he had never talked to them before at ever. You know, I'd always been the one down there at the things. So that one caught him off guard. The fact that Justin Scard took a couple minutes with him. Now,
awesome.
You know, Justin did it because Dale and Justin are friends, and I mean,
didn't meet him.
Dev and Justin are friends, and Dev, you know, kind of said, "Hey, Justin, this is my friend Preston," and introduced him.
Cool.
But it was cool. So it was an awesome time. I wouldn't trade that whole week for the world. What we were able to accomplish for charity, the time spent with friends, it was awesome. And I'm back down there next weekend. So, yeah, I'm down Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I told Josh, I said he needs to do a Saturday stream somewhere or something, do something. He's like, I don't know, I got to check it out. He's like, I'm definitely doing Friday. I was like, well, I can't make it Friday. So, but I'm coming in. I got to be down in Fort Lauderdale for work Monday through Friday next week. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to go to the park. So
nice. It's been dead today. I was at work, and Jenna was texting me the wait times and at Hollywood, and my favorite ride, Toy Story Mania, and everything else around there at 15 minutes. Then when I got home, it was 5 minutes.
Wow.
Nuts. That's
Rocky
nuts.
was 10 minutes. Tower was 20 minutes.
For Corey, Tower was 10 minutes when he got there today. It's nuts.
Really?
Yeah, that was like at 6:30 when he
It was
walked up.
basically a walk on, yeah.
Awesome. And I would have loved to have gone, but yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Ross Merrill's in the house. What's going on, Ross? Thanks for coming in.
Stacy, thank you. Appreciate that. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. They haven't used Cohen that much at all. That's bothering me because I started him.
Maybe. I'm not sure if you can tell Zip in the background.
Oh, man.
Zip, do they have a Lions night? I think Zip's a Lions fan.
Oh, boy.
No, he's a Rams fan. That's right. I forgot. He told me he's a Rams fan. Walt's a Rams fan. It's called Bandwagon. They just jumped on it.
I'm a former Rams fan. I was a Rams fan back in the day when I grew up near LA, but they left to St. Louis, and I took on my Chargers. I've always liked the Rams, but I'm not going to call. I mean, how many teams can I have? Two's more than I probably have.
I stand corrected. Kelly, you should have corrected me. Zip is a Kansas City fan.
Zip is a Kansas City fan?
Yeah.
What?
We're going to have that Thursday night before that. We're going to have Zip on just so I can see those two torment you, Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Him and his elbows, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, Dale. Dale, we need your opinion here. Does Zippity Doodad have sexy elbows like Jeff's telling us?
It's not exactly what I said. I feel like I'm
That's
being
what I heard.
excited here.
Oh, God.
You know Orlando, right? In Orlando, you guys have that ad where some dude from New Jersey is talking about his sexy elbows.
I don't know of that one. Thank you, Mike Polito.
Well,
Appreciate it.
it's Zip. I'm telling you, it's him.
It's Zip.
Yeah, it's like some drug to get your elbows not. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But it drives me crazy, and every time, and it's some dude with Zip's voice. I think it's Zip. I don't know.
I saw Zip in the stands tonight. Kelly didn't want to listen to me.
I went back and looked. I froze it on the TV.
Yeah, it's him, right?
Did. It's not Zip.
It's Cindy Lauper and Zip. I'm telling you. You guys will see it.
Let me tell you. Hold on. You guys have seen the best Zip thing, and I got to save that thing. So here's the best Zip thing.
Hey, Meg.
He's pulling that up. Meg's here. Yeah. Hey, Meg.
Meg, welcome. So
Pleasure meeting you.
we were on the train going over to the park. I was with Dev. It was me, Dev, and Preston. And Dev looks at me, and I look at him, and we both mouth real quietly, "Zip," because this guy was sitting directly across from us. And see, I can put it up here to the camera and get it. I can get it close.
The Bears guy?
Oh, it is Mike Dick a Zip, and he's got my hat Tigers.
It's great. It's Zip. It's Zip. 10 years down the road in a Hawaiian shirt on the train. He traveled back in time. I was in tears.
Love it.
I was in tears, doubled over at that.
I'm looking right at the elbows guy.
Right back.
I'm gonna find the 60 elbows guy to show you guys because you'll see.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are terrible. Oh,
Got him here.
I love you, brother. Oh, Meg, you have no idea. It was such an honor and a pleasure to meet you and your mom. That was just fantastic. We wish we could have stayed longer to spend more time with you guys. And I really enjoyed your mom. She is a hoot. I mean, she's amazing. So thank you.
What do we got going here? Who's got the ball in this? Green Bay's got the ball.
I don't know. I'm watching announcers. Remember, I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, you are a little bit ahead of me. It's
I'm looking at the
Al Michaels doesn't age. He's looking good.
Zippity Doodad says, "My mom is the best."
That's great.
My mom will beat up your mom.
That's because Zip is Meg's internet brother. So
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel. What's going on?
Thank
Hey,
you,
guys,
everybody, for being here.
what's going on, Isaac?
Got 17 people in here. Shep's still in here, which is good to see. Rachel, hello. Please share out the stream if you're on here with any
Hey,
friends and family.
Shep, and feel free to shout out Preston's channel. Preston's trying to get more subs, so
I will get his link here. Let me grab Zippity Doodad's brother actor thing.
Oh God.
We gotta keep him over his dad, right? Is it close?
that's right. Yeah. Where are you guys at right now?
I'm not sure where Preston's at. I am right now at 127. 127.
It's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Where's I'm gonna do something here. Gotta keep life interesting here.
We were really happy that on the opening day of Galaxy's Edge, we actually hit 500 subscribers. No,
that's
so
good timing. That's fun.
yeah, that was great timing. It was amazing. So that'll be another reason to remember that date. So
Ross just subbed to Preston. Good job. Yeah, Meg said my mom just loved everyone so much. You know, I felt there's a couple of people I didn't meet. Meg, you're on the top of the list, man. I feel bad that I didn't get to bump into you.
Me too. She was on my list, and we didn't get it. Actually, Meg, I'm mailing you a card from Preston this week. I have it. He put it on my desk. It's over there. I can't get to it. For you, I have one for you, one for Shep, and one for Josh and Taylor from WDW Couple. We got to meet them up in the DVC tower when we were over there. That was pretty awesome. Got to see them.
Lil taller.
But
Thank you for,
Good. Knocked
thank
him
you for
down.
subbing to Preston. I appreciate it.
That
Actor,
does
brother.
look like Dip. That does look like Dip.
the voice, it's really the voice. I'm telling you. It's not the look, it's the voice. And I don't have the voice, but trust me, you'll see it. Cyndi Lauper's talking about psoriasis, and the dude's got 60 elbows and whatever. And then
I know the commercial you're talking about now. Yes.
It's Zip's brother who's got jacked up elbows apparently, but whatever.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know. How are your elbows, Patrick? I'm confused, and I've never asked anyone that question in my whole life. Meg knows.
Stacey Rogers, thanks for being in here. Thank you for posting that.
No, Patrick, it's the voice. I'm telling you. I mean, maybe the look will kind of, but the voice, and it's not those guys. It's that dude. You guys both got a thing for elbows, so whatever. Why is the coach freaking out? I know it was like 20 minutes for you guys, but
It's probably holding.
he looks unhappy. So what was your favorite thing about the the YouTuber week down in Orlando? All three of you. Anybody dive in. Who wants to answer first? What was your favorite memory or surprising thing or whatever?
Go ahead, Kelly.
Meeting Dale again.
Just because he's there, or
Honestly, of course, the first and foremost thing was for me. Honestly, was being able to meet Mike Wheeler. It was the video tells a small part of that day and that story. It was an amazing moment.
I'm glad Zip posted that.
I am too. It was a great day. Then raising $10,000 for the Give Kids the World.
Dang.
And meeting the people. And that sounds crazy. Talking about the opening day of Galaxy's Edge, and all we can talk about is these amazing people that we met.
Yeah.
You know, I've had the opportunity to meet Dale before, and Jenna and Josh and Dev and Corey, and they're just outstanding people. But the fact that we met 50 other people that were just as amazing and just as great, you know. So
Roger's fumble.
Star Wars was great, but I wouldn't pass up missing all the people we got to meet.
It was almost too much awesome to ask that question. I think it's probably an unfair question, but
Who's coming out of the pack with this ball?
It's like saying, who's your favorite streamer you met this week?
yeah, right. Impossible. Yeah, totally.
You do it.
Preston got 3 subs. Are you kidding me?
That should be their goal. Our goal for the rest of the year: get them both to 1,000, but make sure Preston's ahead.
Make sure Preston wins.
Yes.
Sweet Liberty. I didn't see what was the flag. Flag was holding. I guess they got the ball back because nobody's jumping up and down. That's
Really?
I can tell you what. For me, the whole week, I would have to say is the best thing, but bar none for me, was we were right after we decided we were changing the stream for the challenge. Of course, when Steve asked me, "Are you okay with doing it?" and I was like, "Yeah." It wasn't even a thought for me. Yeah, I'll do it. Of course, I'm gonna change. I was walking away from the guys, and I was trying to change all these plans that Preston and I had, because we had Meg. It's Mad Dog, because when I was back in high school, and I was doing my sports announcing, because that's what I was going to college for originally. That was my name on the radio station, Mad Dog McDevitt.
Did they have high school way back then?
Yes, they did a long time ago, Jeff. It's
In
amazing.
the cave? With
Yeah, that rang a bell.
Because I'm the youngest one of,
Yeah.
well, not tonight.
Little House on the Prairie, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So my thing was, we were sitting there, and I turned to Preston. I'm changing all these plans. We had breakfast reservations the next morning with Dev that we were trying to change, and other stuff that we had. And I turned to Preston. I said, "Look, if we do this and we change this, we're probably not going to be able to hit some of these rides." And his answer to me was, "Dad, I don't care. I just want to hang out with all them."
Love it.
And that was coming from my son, who was down at Disney. You think most 12-year-old kids are like, "I don't want to hang out with these old people. I want to go ride rides. I want to eat ice cream till I'm sick in the face. Mom's not here to stop me from drinking soda." It wasn't any of that. It was, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? He actually asked me then, he's like, "Do you think Mr. Josh and Miss Jenna will let me walk with them on the stream?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "If I ask Mr. Josh, I'm pretty sure he'll say yes, or Miss Jenna will say yes." So it was more about that. And when he came home, now, of course, love my kid, came home, went into school, and basically told everybody about how he spent time at the bar, closing 4 bars, and was at a tequila bar with Mr. Dave. So that, it always comes back around to get you. But that was my biggest moment. Of course, I loved meeting everybody, being able to physically reach out, shake the hands, give you guys a hug, say, "Hey, I appreciate you." Walking with Dale and chatting with him as we walked around a little bit and talked about stuff. You just can't put a price tag on that to me. You can't. I really, realistically, it was my 50th that I was trying to celebrate. If I was called tomorrow for the end of my life, I could go there saying I married the right woman. She gave me great kids. I have a fantastic job, and on my last birthday was the best time I ever had in my life.
I love it.
And that's
I vote for it to not be your last birthday, because
me too. I want to be here for a while.
And if you go real quick, it's going to make the season way less fun. So
Yeah.
Pete,
Stick around
Pete
for a while.
I do want to say something real quick, Pete.
What's
That
that?
Preston's an old soul, and you guys have done a great job with him
Amen.
because he is an absolute gentleman. He is beyond his years, and it was just a pleasure and an honor. And the card that I got that was so personalized and so sweet.
Yeah.
So
Buddy.
I didn't see any of those. I got on the plane, and all of a sudden in my bag, I went to get something out of my bag, a cord or something, and there was this stack of cards. And, you know, I keep them in here for work, for writing my clients. Well, you see, the whole box is empty now. I cleaned out my whole box, and I didn't even know he did it. And I didn't know what was on them. The only ones that I've heard is what Steve read and Zip read on their channel. I knew it was from the heart when Dale Jenna opened hers. When we met up with them on Thursday at the party, we met up with them over Pinocchio's, and he gave hers, and she said, "Can I read it?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I saw her reaction, and I've gotten to know your wife well enough now that I can tell when something touches her. And I could see it, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And first, I was like, "Okay, God, I hope it's not inappropriate." And then I saw her smile, and I'm like, "Okay, so it was emotional, and nice." And she thanked him and gave him a hug, and it made his day that Miss Jenna took the time to give him a hug. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see that he did that on his own without me asking him to do it.
That's awesome.
That is incredible.
Now,
you did a great job. You and your wife.
Say all that, but let me tell you what he was doing also. When we were leaving the Beverly Challenge, right as we're getting ready to leave, he tells me, you know, Steve had that second belt. He told everybody about it last night. Preston says to me, "Dad, I took Steve's second belt out of his bag and put it in mine. I'm taking it home, and I'm going to put it on a picture and then send it to him." And I'm like, no, put that belt in that bag. You know, he was going to hijack the other belt. And I was like, so, you know, but, you know.
I would have helped him.
So thank you. Appreciate that.
So if I can dive into that, that night, my wife and I talked to her every night, and she said, "So what was your favorite thing about the day?" or some form of that. And I said, "This kiddo came and gave all these cards, and he gave me a card." And that was the day that I rode the Millennium Falcon 3 times, met a bunch of you guys, and that was the first thing that popped in my head to share with my wife. Now we work with kids, and so when you get a great kid that stands out, you know, we're more apt to talk about that. But you know what they said, man, your kiddo's a great kiddo, and that means you're a great dad, and your wife's a great mom, and there's too few of those nowadays. So keep being awesome.
It's the military background that helps. There's no doubt about that. I was brought up that way. I'm still involved in it. He goes on base with me a lot. You know, there's not many 10, 11-year-olds that have stood in front of a command sergeant major, you know, and had conversations with him.
Maybe we should have more do that.
Sat and broke bread with a 3-star general. There's not many of them that have done that.
Really?
So, yeah. So
Zippity doo, Dad.
What do you put?
PJ, I love PJ. And what made me even happier was to say, "Hey, PJ, I got a whole cart of candy over here. Would you like to come over and have some more candy?"
Now, we talked about my kid. You bring up that kid. PJ was awesome. You know, again, Patrick and Nicole have brought him up 100% right. He is a ball of energy, but a controlled ball of energy. My favorite thing there is I didn't get to interact with Nicole and PJ as much, but I got to interact with Patrick a little bit and PJ, and watching PJ do stuff and then Patrick react and think about how do I want to handle this. It was priceless. Preston, when we went over to buy some stuff at Downtown Disney. He wanted to buy PJ a pen. He used his own money. He had like $36 and brought with him, so he used his own money to buy PJ a pen, which I thought was very nice because he could have spent it on himself. But the greatest thing to me and Patrick mentioned this last night on their thing, and I talked to him privately about this. When Nicole and PJ got there to the challenge, PJ came running up and he called out Preston, and Preston saw him, and those two jumped up and did like this fist bump high five. That was the coolest thing I ever saw. And it was just, to me, it was priceless. I actually almost lost my train of thought during the Beverly Challenge with seeing those two. And then, of course, as the Beverly Challenge is ending, those two are standing up on top of the ledge, looking into everything. One of them's got the belt, the other one's got the thing. They're cheering people on. You know, it was cool. It was definitely cool.
That was
for me. I guess I'll chime in too here for the best times of that week. I actually didn't get as much memories out of it that you guys did because I was working and you guys were on vacation, so a little bit of jealousy there. But I guess I was on vacation the week before with my beautiful wife, so that I'm okay with that also. But it was the first. I think the first night was that Wednesday night when I surprised the Diz and That guys and Corey because I had been messaging Shep and I was sort of telling him, "Oh, I'll come on that night on their stream." And he was thinking I was going to show up. And I was like, oh, I can't show up. I was just going to hop in on the stream. So then he was like, oh, okay. And so obviously I could watch their stream and see where they're at. And he's like, well, we're going to be at Boardwalk. And Zip was there pre-gaming it as well, hanging out. So I was like, well, I'm going to go anyhow. And then I went there and surprised them and hung out with those guys all night. It was a riot, man. I haven't laughed so hard in a while. Those guys are a blast to hang out with, each and every one. Just a good time. And then obviously, without saying, goes the Beverly Challenge as well. That was just everything that everybody put into that. The people that did the challenge, all the YouTubers that were there to support it, the girls on the behind the scenes that were filling.
They were amazing.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's a lot that went into that, and each and every one of you had a huge part in that. And then also everybody that was watching to donate, obviously, was the biggest part to make that a successful night. So that was huge. And then after that, we had ended up going up to the top of the world on Bay Lake with some of us as well, and that was a great night. Just loved it. Great night.
Nice. I knew something happened. I could tell by Kelly did.
Yeah.
I know.
Kelly's faces when he does that. That's too funny.
So Dale, I got to tell you, I got a confession to make. So I've met you and Jenna before.
Mm-hmm.
But this time when we got there, we showed up and I think I would hug somebody and I'd hug somebody else and I saw you and I shook your hand and then Jenna was next to you and I didn't. It was one of those hug, shake hands. I had so much respect for Jenna. I have so much respect for your wife, but it was just the most awkward moment that I was like 12 again. I'm like, shake, hug, shake. Let us hug.
And as you guys have known Jenna, the stream has. I'm glad she does what she does on the stream. She has opened up a lot since
she's awesome.
She's been a quiet girl and everything else, and that's
really?
the way of
Steve just joined us.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Come on, buddy.
Getting out, opening up. So I mean, she's always been the shy one, and people take that as a bad way too often, unfortunately. And but yeah, her and Josh working together, I love it that she's doing this and meeting everybody else, and she's still not willing to necessarily start a conversation, everything. And so I'm sure it was just as awkward for her as you, and because I mean, it blows our mind when people come up and everything. They just want to meet us because we're really we're blown away by it, and it's believable because we're just as excited to meet everybody else. And I know Josh and Jenna for sure that this is making a difference in other people's lives, and that means more to them than anything else. So they're just excited.
They talk about that. I remember at one stream, I think it was at Epcot. It wasn't that long ago, and they were talking about how this is the most. Hey, Brandy or Dave or Brandy and Dave.
Yeah.
The most.
That would be Dave because there's no hearts. Just so you know, Jeff.
So far.
It means it's Dave.
Anyway, they were like just honored by it. I don't know. I don't want to put words in their mouth, but I could see, at least what I believed I was seeing, was they're truly being grateful that people want to say, hey, thank you for what you're doing. And I mean, come on, I'm a guy who lives in Fort Worth and loves Disney. I need them to do what they're doing. It's great. I love it. And I think that Pete was saying it earlier, whether they want to accept it or not, they are kind of the leaders of this pretty amazing community. I think they are. And I don't know what I'd be doing tonight. And I don't know what I would have done last week. But I know it's better because of Resort TV 1 and just in that and you guys, and it's a virtual.
Crazy.
How about that?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is. I love it.
Channel Corey. I know when you came on with them down at the pizza place, we were back at the apartment. The hotel. We were trying to get some sleep in because I knew I was getting Preston up early to go over there the next morning. And I was asleep. I was out cold. And all of a sudden I start getting shook like it's the end of the world, and Dale is on. Dale's on with this and that. We gotta go. We gotta go find him. And I'm like half asleep. I'm like, what? Who's doing what? And then he's like, he woke me up, and he's like, can we go? Can we go? I was like, I'm sure we'll see Mr. Dale later this week. I'm not down. So. Yeah, but it was.
Yeah,
it was
him just showing up with that baseball and getting everybody to sign it. That was awesome.
Yeah, great.
Preston's such a great kid. It was a pleasure hanging out with him. And him, just that night we were hanging out at Bay Lake, was him just sitting in the back there and just being content and just hanging out with each and every one of us, just chit-chatting and not making a fuss. Dad, I want to do this. Dad, I want to do that. Dad, I want to do this. He was just content. And he piped in, and he had his little comments and stuff, which was awesome. I mean, intelligent little kid. Love the dude. Great dude.
Yeah, he had a great time. He said, I asked him when we got to play, I was like, did you have a great time? He's like, yeah, I had a great time. He's like, I would have liked to have stolen that stupid plastic belt from Steve, but I had a great time. That was his comment to me as we got on the plane. You know?
I love it. So Steve's in the chat. Steve, where's your? I wasn't in this and that last night, so I might be out of the loop. But where's the belt?
Belt is hanging on Yoda.
Yeah.
Yep, Yoda's holding it.
It was a bad week for me to have to miss. I was like actually a little annoyed that I had to miss, but
Get down there.
we'll play this weekend.
Nice. Who is that? Is it 12? Please. Yes, that's good. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win some fantasy this week. That guy, Allen Robinson, catching some balls. That was a nice over-the-shoulder catch.
That's the second really good catch he's had tonight.
Both of them the same type of throw, too.
Meg's asking Patrick if we already talked about Ariel saying Zippy Doodad. You guys see that?
I've seen it multiple times because he tweeted it, and it just plays over and over.
Over and over and over. I still think he sat next to her and went, Zippity Doodad. And she said, what, Zippy Doodad?
I could have swore she said he looks like my dad.
He looks like my dad. That's even better. Maybe her dad was the guy on the.
I'll have to watch a clip of it.
I had pictures coming over. Maybe that was him.
So I know I'm like 3 plays behind here, but the Bears look like they're moving the ball in the packs.
They are. I said mid-third quarter. It's 5 minutes left, 5:40 left. Do they got 12 men on the field? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They don't have 10. They made that play with – no, it looks like they had 12 because they're first and 15.
Zip says we're a tough crowd tonight. We're always a tough crowd, buddy. Are you just figuring this out?
If we didn't love you, we wouldn't bring you up.
Zip, look at your phone.
I've been sending him text messages, and he's been texting me back and cracking me up all night.
Yeah, he was the member of this and that I met last. He wasn't with the group every time I bumped into him, and we met up at Hollywood Studios. And
I will tell you, I totally understand. With
Mike Polito, I can see you.
Having the family there and not having the family there made it 2 different situations. You know, with we brought our son Taylor, and so that kind of changed the momentum of what Mama Mouse and I are usually doing. And so I know he was having to change a little of that and trying to do a little bit of both. I think you did a good job doing both.
Well, I mean, we all have family and stuff. I think it enhances it. I love it. I don't know. I don't want to be in somebody's way on their family vacation, but it's kind of an honor to meet, the wifey or the kids or the what. I don't know. I like it better.
It's a little deeper.
Yeah, Taylor was great when you gave him the stream a little bit, a few times that you did, saying hi to everybody and everything.
Kind of get him to try to come out of that little shell he's got going on. And what was that, in or out? Out. Oh,
I've got to get the situation fixed. I can't be 3.
Oh my God, it's Robinson too.
I'm gonna have to mute you guys.
Mateo, we love you. Don't go away.
He muted us. He's not lying.
He's not.
Oh man, he got one down.
Yeah, I got one down, but couldn't drag something else in there, could he?
Yeah, this won't work with the Cowboys and the Chargers. I'm going to have to fix this.
He almost pushed him into the pylon. That would have been a touchdown if he had done that. 3rd and 5. Let's see what they do here. You run.
Yeah, Taylor did a good job. I was pretty proud of him being able to do a little bit of streaming like that. And I knew he'd be okay doing those things, and he did it good. I went back and watched, and I was like, "Hey, you did it good, buddy." And we kind of talked about it.
I'll say it again. I like it better.
Look, Dale is calling New York to get the play reviewed.
Yeah, I actually saw the play. Like
He's not happy with it. He's making a call to New York.
I'm talking to him.
Thank you, Rachel.
So what's the rule now? If you get 1 foot in, you're pushed out. You're out still now, right?
Yeah, you're out. That's a new rule.
Keep changing this stupid rule. How about the NFL figures out what it catches? How about that? That'd be good.
The year before that would have been a completion.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Crap, he was out of bounds.
Meg says, "Are you sure Dale's not calling Walmart looking for Steve?"
Now, see, I missed that one too. I heard all about it, but
That was
when I missed those streams. There's too many awesome streams right now. I'm gonna have to quit my job. That's what it is.
Yeah. We're just gonna start watching.
Did you guys tell Dale the rules? No phone calls during football. Isn't that a penalty? Yeah. Gotcha, Patrick.
R2D2 somewhere. What was that about?
It's Patrick.
Do you have R2D2 making music, or is that my?
That's my text going off. It was Zip was texting me. So, yeah, Dale, I'm supposed to throw the flag. Throwing the penalty. Actually, that's the challenge flag. Penalty. I don't blame Dale. It's tough when you're on your team's on there. You want to watch the whole thing.
Right.
Let us know when you're back with
Was that penalty for me?
Yeah. I was told to throw the
flag
penalty.
my way.
I was told by Rachel to throw the penalty flag because you were on the phone during the stream.
That was Jenna. Sorry, she overrides each and every one of you.
Absolutely.
As it should be.
Meg is pulling her referee card here and saying that Dale needs to take an extra Beverly shot for that penalty.
Yeah, what was that about, Meg? What did
do it
Dale
now.
do or not do?
I'll do one.
Yeah, I'll be glad to share with what that was about. Now that we're over and done with.
I love it that you have like
Meg had the Halloween party, which because we changed it. Meg was going to be with us on Saturday, but she had the Halloween party, and we didn't want her to pull away from that. Her and her mom, they tried to change it to a different day. Disney couldn't work with them to accommodate with their schedule and everything, so she still had to do the Halloween party. But I talked with Steve and a couple other people, and I did not want her to. I did not want her to not be a part of it. It was important, she's a huge part of this community. So I wanted her to be a part of it. So we came up with the idea that, hey, Meg, I'm going to come to you live FaceTime, bring you onto the stream. You'll call out a penalty like you would have, and I'll just pick one of the guys and do it. It just happened that Dave happened to suffer the penalty. So Dave didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah, I was filming Dave, and he's like, "What did I do?
What did I do?" And he didn't know it was coming, which was great. And so his reaction was priceless, and he went right along with this.
Oh, he did.
We were able to get Megan with us, which was important to all of us. So that all worked out really good. That all worked out real well.
So I know you're not supposed to eat on the stream, but I'm hungry, so I'm having some tea. I see R2.
Apparently, R2 is in the stream. Hashtag. Yeah, I agree. The Bears offense is struggling right now, R2.
Actually, what I'm hearing R2 say is, yeah, you're going to go ahead and eat your taquitos. So that'll work.
He did. He said something about that. He said, leave Dale alone. Let him answer the phone. So thank you, R2. We know where we're at. I'll be bringing I have an R2, but it's a Lego one that we put together. I'll be bringing that up to my office next week when I get back.
I only step on Legos. I don't build Legos.
Come on, please.
Like hard.
Oh, you know what? I have to have that train, by the way. The Lego train. Oh, my gosh. I must have that.
Dale, are you surprised at how much they're able to run tonight on the Bears?
I am. I'm not too sure what the deal is. That haven't heard much.
7 points.
Sort of been in and out because they're listening on the stream and everything. But with Hicks, I haven't heard too much with Hakeem dominating or whatever.
No, I haven't heard much at all.
Yeah, I mean, or Roquan Smith. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I expected him to have a big year this year.
They're getting the cobwebs off for sure, or hopefully.
I hope so. But the problem is that Rodgers is starting to find those quarter dumps and everything now.
Well, they came out strong there in the first 2 drives. The defense, I mean, you could see they were hungry to come out and play right away. And then since then, it's been lackluster, seems like. And Rodgers has become a little bit more comfortable.
Guys, Mike, please go ahead now. Say good night to Mike.
Night, Mike. Thanks for being in here.
Meg's trying to turn this into hockey talk.
Rogers another first down here. Let's see what they do in this first one. I wonder if all the teams are going to have that 100-year logo on the midfield this year.
It's cool looking.
Yeah. There we go. That's nice.
Meg, how are the Stars going to be this year? We got a shot?
Is that hockey?
Meg, you Boston fan? I'm trying to remember who your team is. Or
Archie looks better than Kelly. Right, Willie Parker, but Archie looks better than Kelly. Kelly would probably get R2 more subs than me anyway.
R2's got better input.
R2's got better
There's
input.
a flag. Rachel, Mama Mouse, and the dogs, and everybody's asleep but me. Today, this is one of my days off, so they're asleep. They have to work tomorrow.
Oh, they go early.
Need to hold them. We hold them to a field goal here. We can still tie it. And then we have overtime.
There's some Super Bowl shuffle right there. If you look on the TV, Super Bowl shuffle going on.
Yep, there it is. There's the fridge.
I'll let you know when I see some fridge action.
Nuh-uh. Did they just bring them out, or was that earlier?
Zip, are you just seeing that picture just now on our Mopper chat? That's great. That's why we're talking about your elbows. Intentional grounding. Did they hit hits with the flag?
Meg, I'm sorry. When I said the Bruins, I knew it was the Rangers as soon as I said it.
Kay Atwood, welcome. She's welcoming everybody.
KU, Rob. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you, Kay. Did he get hit late?
There you go. See, now I'm seeing the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yeah, that's questionable. There's Hicks for us. It's questionable. They didn't give the flag, though, did they?
I didn't see a flag go.
After Rodgers getting hurt a couple years ago, they're real tough about him. You know, he's screaming about it. You can see that in his face. So 3rd and 17, 12 seconds left. Bring the pressure. Bring the heat. Yep, I'm worse going on to Twitter. Zip.
Yeah, now
Give him a little more time.
being upset and everything. He's getting frustrated.
He's getting too much time here.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a holding. Doesn't matter. Woo! We already got the yellow flag. Looks like
I know I'm way behind, but how is that not grounding 2 plays ago or whatever for you guys? Did it go past the line of scrimmage? It doesn't look like it to me.
I don't know. It should have been grounded. Probably should have been a penalty for roughing. 4th down.
Roughing.
Bears get the ball back.
Into third quarter.
Here we go. 4th quarter. Hold up what do the guys all do? 4. Please Hulk smash the like button if you haven't. Thank you, Rachel.
Well, if you went with the under tonight, you're going to win.
If you went with the under, your money.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, it was 46 or something, wasn't it?
I remember it was high. I don't know the number, but with the Bears defense, I'm really good.
Check it out here. I want to say it was like 46. It was 46 and a half, and it actually point. So money line was shuffling just a little bit to the over tonight. If I was played it, I would have lost. So I would have thought that,
You would have went with the over?
I would have thought tonight would have been a 24-21, somewhere in that area thing. I would have thought they would have opened up a little bit. Both quarterbacks would have wanted to throw,
Yeah, I did too. I expected more for sure out of this game. It's been both sides of it. No good. Especially my side.
Yeah, well, we're
Bears, let's go. 4th quarter Bears, let's go.
I mean, it's still anybody's
Jeff,
game.
I gotta go watch your Beverly Challenge stream. I'll do that tonight after as I'm laying in bed.
Pretty sure it's my longest video I've ever posted. It was
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch
a
that.
lot of content. And you know what? I didn't edit much out of it at all. I thought it was kind of behind the scenes fun. It was pretty cool. So I enjoyed it.
This is gonna be interesting here. This first drive here of the 4th quarter is critical. Yeah. Steve says he played the Bears defense this week. Well, Steve, you're a smart man because they're
I've been playing them a lot this year. They're going to be a solid D.
Yeah, they're going to be solid. There's no doubt
The
about
division
that.
isn't full of Drew Brees. Let's put it that way.
They need to lock it in for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent. And they're not showing it tonight.
I mean, 7-3. If I'm a Bears fan, I'm happy right now.
Zip said he did too, which doesn't
Rather
surprise me. It's pretty good at that. And this drive right here is key to start the fourth quarter.
Yep. Well, I mean, 7-3 every drive now. The rest of the way.
See where they get field position when they punt, and then where does it go from there are the keys to how this goes down. But the good thing is football's back, and that's the great thing.
Baby.
You know?
Right.
Guys, Kay's out of here. Good night, Kay. Thank you for being awesome.
Okay. Thanks for everything tonight.
Thank you.
Hope your dad's doing good.
Yeah, I'm looking for the survivor pool. I didn't buy 50 entries for nothing.
That was great. Dale did his initial too, and then all of a sudden I see another PayPal pop up, and I start laughing. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in another one." So, but you got to have. I mean, 2 or 3 is a good number. Now I will say this: I've had a couple each year, and I've never won it. I've done it for 8 years. Now either that means 1, I'm really bad at doing this, or 2. And I've been in. I've had a couple times where I've gotten close. I've just never had the luck of the draw. It's always been some fluke thing that knocks me out. One year I was 6, going to the 5th spot for pay, and there was a tipped ball interception with 2 seconds left. Ran back to the house that cost me the game. And I literally sat in the living room and cried.
In fantasy football, yeah, it's just a funny story. With this, you're talking actual real dollars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good solid payout. So.
Yeah.
But
there's so much luck, though. I mean, that's one of the things we all love about the NFL. I mean,
unpredictable.
Yeah, you can know what you're doing and you're going to have an advantage, but there's luck involved. Come on,
I have a buddy. Oh, that's a nice touch pass. To nobody. Way to throw it. Who do you throw it to? Howie Long out of bounds. One of my buddies says it great. Who gambles a lot. He goes, "The NFL is predictable in its unpredictability."
Exactly.
And that's a great way to put it,
I agree with that.
The last 2 years, Preston has outdone me, and of course, he's let me know about it. So,
we'll play with subscribers, so
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm just sharing the love.
Not a problem. It's all good. Kelly, chuckling. There we go. Go, and it's Robinson.
I believe I was.
Oh, that's a late hit out of bounds. I'm throwing a flag from right here from Baltimore.
They gave him a flag.
Do something.
What, Kelly? He's getting excited over there.
I was just personal foul.
15.
So, Pete, you asked me to shout out Preston, so that's all I was doing was doing
right.
You did not shout out me at all. I was trying to get to 100, and then I was still at 80.
We're not saying don't unsubscribe to Pete. No, that's not what we're saying. We're giving the kiddo love.
That's right.
Rachel says.
Although if it gets close, we might say unsubscribe. You never know.
It's all good. It was all in good fun. I knew I'd get there eventually. I had one ace in my hole, which I had already planned to play, which I did play. I went to Josh and say, "Hey, I'm trying to get over 100. Can you do me a favor?" And that's a nice pass. Can you? There we go. I didn't go to Robinson. Can you help me shout me out? And when Josh did, I jumped up 17 or 18 things right there, and that helped me.
Wow.
At least got to 100.
I just want you to know it's funny because I react and then I look and Pete reacts and then I look over and Dale reacts. It's like ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, he's a couple seconds behind me.
Steve, I've been thinking about you tonight. So Steve just says the best part is that I see you guys delayed, so the plays are happening. Then I hear you guys commenting. It reminds me of the home run derby, dude. We did a home run derby stream, me and Steve, and he was.
That was a great stream. I watched that. That was good.
It was fun for me, but I love YouTube TV, but clearly it doesn't work with the live streams because I'm behind.
I missed what happened. He called a challenge.
Yep, it's a challenge.
What's he challenging? I missed the whole play.
I got the volume down. I didn't hear what he's challenging. He's challenging something. Well, probably whether he was inbound or not.
This is the first challenge of the year. I think he just used inappropriate language there. We'll leave that off. We won't talk about that. Let's see. Dale's watching intently, so it must be close. Let's see. In, out, dip, turn,
Did
spin.
he push off?
Are they thinking interference? Are they challenging the interference of the push off?
I don't think they should. It looks like he pushed off of him. It looks like the other guy was grabbing him. Is what? He did push off there. Didn't he?
You can now challenge the interference. I think that's what they're challenging. The boom, the
challenge interference.
Yeah, because of what happened last year in the New Orleans Saints game at the finals, the pass interference. You can now challenge.
Or they did sue or whatever.
That's what he's challenging. But he as he pushed off, he's also reaching and grabbing him. The other player, so it's like
call the field, no offensive pass interference. So they are challenging that. So this is the first of the year for seeing this. We're watching it live on the NFL Watch Party. We're We're glad everybody's
30 seconds late if you're me.
Yeah, we're 30 seconds late if you're Jeff. We've got how many we have in the chat right now? 25 in here. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate that you are.
Appreciate you guys hanging. Hey, Keystone, what's going on?
Dale's watching intently, so it's getting tight. Dale will not be back on with us until the end of the fourth quarter, which is completely fine. It's that's why it's an NFL Watch Party. We're just glad that Dale took the time to come in and join us when his Bears are playing.
Absolutely.
Every now and then when I look at Dale, I see the Bengals because he's like right on the logo.
Oh, yeah.
Bengals to me.
God, don't insult him. We wanted to come back on.
I know, right? No, I don't mean to. I'm just saying the logo throws me off.
Stacy, I made a zip slip on that stream. It was late. I was tired. I apologize.
Did you really?
That's what she says. And I'm not going to argue because I was so tired that night.
All right, let's see what the call is. Here's the referee.
No pass interference.
Aha. Yes, Meg, when? Let's do it. I am so in on that. I'll stand, Steve says.
What is a LOTR watch party?
What? Are you serious? Meg, can he still be our friend?
What is it?
Lord
of the Rings. Oh, I don't follow that. I'm sorry. That's why I don't know that.
All right, so now we really need to get Preston some subscriptions.
Preston doesn't follow that either, I can tell you that.
That's all right. We'll fix him.
You'll fix him. All right, here we go. Key drive. Middle should be open right now. Middle of the field is open right
here. I keep talking about P-Talks. I'm sorry.
No, go, Jeff. I'm just
it's just we gotta figure out something Lord of the Rings.
Oh no! Did they call it complete or incomplete?
Picked off.
Incomplete. Woo! That deserves a Ric Flair woo. Good Lord. I thought he picked that off.
Oh, good. Incomplete. Yeah, it hit the ground. They showed it again.
All right, you're like into the wrestling, I know, so don't get mad at me. But that Ric Flair, woo! I'm so over that. Oh, my gosh.
It's been around
every stadium in America.
40-some years. Thank you, Steve. Validating what Kelly said.
Stacy's saying I'm said Slurpee. I will try not to say Slurpee again.
Steve, I'm glad you're in here, buddy.
Meg, every time I see a cool Lord of the Rings Funko Pop, I think of you because I try to only buy Disney ones because there's enough of them and who has the money. But I got
Dale just look at Dale. He just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Right.
That was priceless.
Yep.
That was absolutely priceless. Completion. Going to Kelly with the flag. What is the flag? Please be against Green Bay.
Hi, Tara. Welcome home.
Welcome home, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
Everybody says hi.
Rachel says read Dale's lips. You don't want to read Dale's lips right now.
Are they challenging it?
I don't think they're illegal use of the hands.
Oh, I see it.
Hands to the face. Yeah, that's pretty much it. When you grab the mask, that's going to do it every time.
Oh.
So let me ask you. Oh. Okay, I won't ask because obviously something happens.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Jeff, keep an eye on your cue.
Like Kermit the Frog. My what? My cue?
Your cue. Keep an eye on your cue down the bottom.
Oh, gotcha. I'm like, am I on a line for something? What do I do?
No. Keep an eye on your cue. You never know what magic may happen.
Oh, flag. Are you kidding me?
Another one?
Not on that play, really? Seriously?
Referee's taking over.
So now they call it. What is it? 1st and 45? Oh, he did push him from the back. He didn't need to either.
That doesn't even look like it was a push, though.
Dale is having all the emotions.
It's like NASCAR, a little rub. It's okay.
NASCAR.
That's ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. I don't think they should have called that.
No.
If you watch Dale's emotions over the last 30 seconds, it's all of them. I'm telling you, it was all of them.
Kidding me? Come on, man.
Mute the
First-
mic and
first and 40.
Yeah.
1st and 40. What play do you run 1st and 40?
You need something from Andrew Luck.
You need to just throw it downfield and hope for a pass interference the other way almost.
Speaking of Andrew Luck,
There he is.
what's going on, Mr. World?
Luck. Come on.
Steve.
Sorry, I had to throw it up there. I heard Jacoby Brissett's pretty good. Whatever.
No, I'm a Bears fan this year.
Are you? Nice timing.
And he did push him. So
Hey, you're on my thumbnail for today's video. I probably
I
should
am?
have permission, but I didn't.
you don't need permission.
I'm better at asking for forgiveness. So
Yeah.
Dale, we just need to watch Dale right now because it's kind of epic.
How do you get 3rd and 40? I mean, is that even possible?
You gotta try. It's 1st and 40 on my TV, so that doesn't even work.
Oh. Hey, guess what? They don't convert the next 2 plays.
Yeah, good job. You dropped it right when I said that. David, the producer in the house. Bears. What's going on, David?
Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for
Oops.
coming. It's Zip telling you to get on the phone.
David, the producer, we're gonna be at the Poly together. I'll be there in early October. David, if we don't meet up for some kind of Mai Tai concoction, I'll be unhappy. And David, his wife got a great podcast.
That's what they're doing. They're going for field position. So that's good. Still in the game. 22 still watching. Watching Steve talk on the phone and Dale pull his hair out.
Stressing out. He's gonna have all the gray hairs like I do. The accessible traveler in the house. What's going on, my friends? How are you?
I played Allen Robinson in one of my leagues too.
I did too.
He's not doing terrible.
I
With a
played
flag.
well, but he ain't doing anything for me.
How many teams did you have luck in?
2.
I was one. I'm with you.
I watched you discover it, Pete.
Yeah, because Steve texted me and I didn't believe him at
Oh,
first.
Steve, I don't think I know.
It was I mean, come on. The guy should have been he's one of the greatest to ever play the game, and he's mentally tired.
Dale, are you back?
I am.
Are you
Hey, what's
okay?
up, Steve? Welcome. It's freaking.
Hey Dale.
I'm gonna have to head out here soon, so I don't not keep it too many zip slips going on.
We got a penalty against Green Bay on the run. That's good. That'll take them back further. 15 yards.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Come on.
What we need here is the Bears to intercept the ball, run it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and then throw it to Allen Robinson for a touchdown.
Wow.
That'll satisfy my fantasy needs.
There you
That'll
go.
satisfy everything for me.
Hey,
I
we
did-
just the Bears just inducted Peyton Manning. Did you see that, Steve?
Yes, where they baptized him. That was awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, because so the news here said Peyton Manning traitor, and that's all they said. And we had to wait
What
till
did it say?
we had to wait for the commercial break to come back from it. All it said was Peyton Manning is a traitor, and then it shows him with the bear, and then it showed what was going on.
Yeah, he just confirmed that he's the smartest person around when he goes, Packers suck.
He is so funny. I love him.
He's such a good sport.
He should have been a Charger.
And he's extremely charismatic, which is awesome.
Did you see they tried to buy out the Colts? Somebody gave him a bid, an offer.
What happened?
Somebody tried to buy the Colts from Irsay,
Oh no! Did not see
$3.2
it.
billion, and he turned
Wow.
it down.
Oh yeah, he should have turned it down. Somebody
Billion?
they wanted to move the
Billion.
team, or they wanted to keep the team and just own it here.
And yeah, they made a good point. He's 60 years old, and what else is he going to do the rest of his life? He might as well. He's got all the money he wants.
Yeah.
He's not going to have as much fun anywhere else.
He has,
Yeah.
no, I don't think other than Jerry Jones, I don't think there's another owner in football that has as much fun owning a team as he does.
Yeah.
Jerry's having a good time.
Yeah.
Ringing the bell, paying Zeke, pretending like he doesn't want to pay Zeke.
Yeah.
He's having a good week.
Building big stadiums.
Yeah.
With oversized TVs and
Oh my
yeah.
God. It's like a UFO, but it's insane.
Checking my fantasy, see how I'm doing. I forgot I had the other Packers receiver that I started in my other league. I didn't realize that. He's having a good night. Valdez Scaling. What do I got going?
It's a rough night to have anybody on offense in this game.
Yeah, it is.
Allen's not there. He's I don't know, 5 catches for 77 yards or something like that.
Who scored the touchdown?
I didn't want to see it. I was.
Who was that?
I don't remember who got.
Not the Bears, so it doesn't matter.
Was it a fantasy thief that nobody has on their team?
Miguel in the house. He's got 3 Packers starting for the fantasy team. He's off. I hope it's the defense, buddy.
Oh man.
Oh God, you're in trouble, dude.
So Steve, we asked earlier, what was your favorite thing about the trip? Maybe something that surprised you or something you didn't. Whatever. What do you want to share? What'll be your memory?
The easiest thing for me is meeting people. Just the meetups constantly, and I had my first 2 with when Zip came in, it was just us, and so I met him and his family for a while. We hung out for the day.
Together, right?
Yeah, we had 4 days before anybody else showed up, and then when I met Shep and Corey, they met me at my hotel, so we had time to just where it wasn't just like a 35 people trying to all meet each other at the same time.
Right.
So, sorry, Dale. Anyways, those are probably, 2 of the best things that happened. And then meeting everybody was special, except it was just always huge groups of people. So it wasn't like real personable, but yeah, it was that definitely the meeting people putting the Disney crew has been together for 14 weeks and never met each other. So
Isn't that crazy?
It is. It felt like we knew each other the whole time.
Part of the 4 of you, but to say that it's only been 14 weeks, feels fake.
I agree.
Meg's leaving. Guys, Meg's leaving. Bye, Meg.
Bye,
Meg.
Coming in here.
Meg.
You're the best.
Great meeting you.
Our stream. We gotta get it going.
Pleasure.
But I mean, to say that you guys only been together 14 weeks, if it feels like that's not real to me, it must really not feel that way to you.
Oh, not at all. It feels like
That's fun.
we were talking about this last night after the stream. When you do it this long, and we've had so many what we would consider epic memories and events that have happened along the way, it's like, it just seems like a lifetime, and it's not been. I mean,
6 months ago, you didn't really know him.
No, I mean, I knew. What is this? I knew Shep. I knew Shep, and I was starting to know Zip. I didn't know Dave. When I met Dave, Jeff, he was on your stream doing the podcast, your Sunday DizTube or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And he dropped a potty word on your show, and I went, oh, I like that guy. And then of course he came into our group, and then it wound up being pretty good from there. He's greatness.
Yeah, I love you 4 together. I can't imagine life without you 4 together.
I got a confession from last night. I was watching the stream. I've been putting in a lot of hours since I got back because I got my national sales conference next week, and I have 200 slides presentations to put together. And so I've been up late working on that stuff. So by the time you guys finished, I went in the living room, which I never do. I sat in the big comfy chair, started listening to you guys. It's about like 12 o'clock. And the next thing I know, apparently I fell asleep, I guess with my phone on my shoulder and everything, because I woke up stunned when the text messages started after the stream. I woke up and went, ah! Wife comes right at you. What's the matter? And I guess I freaked out because it startled me. So I had to go back and watch like the last hour at like 2 a.m. to see what I'd missed because I fell asleep. So.
It happens, especially when you don't sleep for a week.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying this earlier. There's so much awesome. Like, I can't watch all the streams I want to watch, and
no way.
I never had like fear of missing out. FOMO. I never had that. I totally do now. Like, I try to get home in time to see people, and I change my Friday nights now because of Resort
Oh
TV.
no, what's he doing?
Are you guys that far behind me?
I just saw him drop the ball.
What you got
Yeah,
for time?
Apparently they just converted because Dale just made a sad face. So
Yeah, I did.
So there's already been a play and a half past that.
Okay, you're muted.
I won't tell you what happens. I'm just telling you.
I got
No,
2nd and 10.
And the funny thing is, I had to go to my tablet because my TV is even it's 30 seconds behind my tablet.
Wow.
That's a heck of a try. That would have been a heck of a catch if he caught that. I got 2nd and 10. What are you seeing, Dale?
He just saw them convert to first.
He muted us. I'm 1st and 10 with 8:34.
I'm at 8:10.
I'm at 8:44.
And the clock's running.
I'm at 8:18. They just ran. It's 3rd down.
I'm even ahead of Pete by 8 seconds.
You're ahead of
8
me.
minutes.
Well, you're closer to Chicago than I am.
Whoops. I'm not gonna.
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is?
He's closer to Chicago. He's getting the signal quicker. Come on, hit him.
This is
Hit him. Yes.
Oh man. Don't get excited, Pete.
Is there a penalty?
For a Colts fan and a Ravens
Oh, Chloe is fired up. She's not happy either. Don't blame her.
Georgia Bulldogs in the house.
Welcome.
No, I meant the dogs barking.
That dog bark.
Being not funny.
That would have been a lot deeper bark there, Joe.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the only dog I can think of that was football.
27 in here watching with us. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hit the like for Jeff on his channel. We appreciate it.
It'll be a lot more fun when my Chargers beat up on the Chiefs.
It's not going to happen.
I'm telling you.
That's gonna be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. They're not going to beat them.
That will be the night that I'll be sitting here by myself because those two will both silence each other out.
I will be either very vocal or not.
Let's see. I think I figured it out. It's going to be my week to post the stream, so I know who I'm going to mute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you know that if you mute somebody, they can unmute themselves?
Shh, Steve.
Oh.
They don't. Come on, buddy.
He's like the StreamYard pro now, and he didn't even like it at first.
I still don't, but
Why would I love it?
we
What
make
do
the
you not
most
like
of
about it
we
now?
make the most of it. We
You still want to have everybody like,
we want speaker view,
yeah.
and we want to be able to stream mobilely. That's another big part.
I
For
figured
us.
out how
working on that.
how to not have a white logo anymore. I figured that out. Pretty proud of myself doing that on my own.
We're proud of you, too.
Your first live stream. I'm very proud of you for getting through your first live stream. Pete.
Hey,
Good
you would help me through that. I would not have gotten through it, figured it out all without you. And I actually went on today and was adjusting, changing my camera around. So I set up my own live stream just to check the camera.
Good.
And Dev and I are going to go live together on Saturday for a little bit, just because he wants me to try sending him the link because he's going to go back on Twitter and do that. So he got his media and some other stuff going for him. Things are going real well. I told him, I said, well, I'm making this call to congratulate you on media. The next one I'm calling you on should be congratulating you in something with a ring. He started laughing.
Okay.
So.
He's a big fan.
What's that? Hey, look who's here. Jen is in with us.
Hey, Jen. What's going on?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Welcome in. It's good to see you.
It was great meeting you in person.
Jenna.
Yes, you too. Hey, how's it going, Steve?
Steve, delayed reaction. Are you okay?
Well, I turned. I'm listening, but I had the screen covered. All I can see is Dale's head. I can't see past his head.
Oh, really?
And I heard somebody talking, so I clicked back over real quick to see what was going on.
Let me see. Oh, let's go to the YouTube. Let's see what they see. Hey, her. Shut up.
She's still mad about that pass interference.
Hey, whose dog is that? Somebody's on
Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. That's 4th down.
Yeah.
Dale, we're still within a touchdown.
All right, Bears, let's go.
Why are you so on the Bears, Mr. McDevitt?
I want 3 people to go out of the pool.
Oh.
Once the pool starts, I'm all about it. The more they go down, the quicker they get there.
It sounds like you're having like a Michael Vick over there. What's going on?
There's zero chance he misses this, right? Jeff, that was funny.
Thank you. I thought so too. Thanks for noticing, Steve.
I left that one alone. I wasn't touching that one. He's not
It's
missing
a dog fighting joke. They're hard to find.
All right, so we're within a touchdown, 5 minutes. Got have a game touchdown. Couldn't ask for anything more on week 1.
Right?
The puppy is happy now.
Chloe.
Dale, did Chloe get fired up because Jenna came in the house?
Hello, little puppy.
Yeah. Sorry, the dogs are going crazy.
That's awesome.
Tell Jenna that we've started a campaign to raise money for her to get some Bears ears.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
There, you got her. You heard that.
Colts, please.
Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna.
Family rivalry. I like it.
Nice.
Oh, God, that's good stuff.
You're right back. You can chat with it. I got to use the rest. No.
So I just watched the field goal happen. That's how behind
Can we
I am.
leave Chloe in? There we go.
Football. Just kidding.
Hi,
Now
Chloe.
she's happy.
Stacey said Jeff. Hi, Stacey.
There's nobody more happy right now than Rachel in the chat.
Who?
Rachel.
Yeah. Rachel's happy because she
Jenna's
gets to
got
see
the puppy
Chloe.
out, so there's nobody
Oh,
more
yeah,
happy
yeah,
than Rachel right now.
I'm like, why would I miss? There's the puppy.
She went crazy
All
when
know
you
the dog's name already. Is that what I just learned?
What's that?
Did they all know the dog's name already? Because I feel like they said Chloe before I even saw a
Oh,
dog.
Chloe. Yeah. And we talk about her a lot.
And behind on stuff.
She's a family member.
She's very cute.
Yeah. Yep. She's our kid.
Love it.
We've gotten to the point where we have this app called Life 360 on our phone that we track all of our family and our kids. So when we come home, when you pull up 250 yards within my house, it goes bing, bing. And now it's funny. As soon as it happened, our dogs jump up, take to the window, and look to see.
Oh, that's cute.
Awesome.
Stacey like my Michael Vick joke too. Captain Akron says Chloe's a Browns fan like me. Why is that?
What is
Chloe a Colts
that?
fan?
Is anybody else hearing that?
I hear that too. I think it's
Jeff,
Jeff.
is that you?
Jeff, you get a real sharp pitch. I can't hear you either.
You hear me now?
No, you're really, really low. Might unplug your mic and plug it back in.
Hold
Kelly, we should do what we usually do to them.
Better, worse, same.
That's better. I don't hear that high pitch anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
All right,
anything.
come on. Back here. Sit on it. Sit on it.
Okay. You said that, and I look up and I see an old lady sitting in the chair. What are you doing? What are you talking about, Pete?
That's Alice's wife.
Oh, okay.
Is the audio okay now?
Yeah, that's better.
Weird.
Squeal went away.
I wonder what that was.
How many great football games has that lady seen? Good Lord. Stacy Rogers says our dogs used to get excited every day when General Hospital would come on. What? As soon as the theme music started, they knew my dad would be home soon. That's interesting.
Wow. That's what's
Dogs
working.
are intelligent, yeah.
I think my grandma watched that one. When that Luke and Laura got married like a million years ago.
All
Okay,
I
you know a little bit too much about it.
I know, like I'm shocked that it popped in my head. That's why I think I'm right. Pretty sure.
Robinson just had another catch.
Nice.
See, that's what they need to do with him. They need
Oh,
to just.
sorry. I forgot you guys are behind. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, you're good.
We've been doing it all night, Steve. We're fine.
That's cool.
It's part of
Fantastic years.
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it for Dale.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
He's muted.
You can tell him the good news. That's okay.
Yeah, he likes good news.
I will fix it by the time my Chargers or Cowboys are playing.
Go over the middle. It's open. Who's that kid? 25. He's a big boy.
Looks like a real fullback.
Davis.
That's a big kid. This is where the middle is going to be so wide open. You just eat it apart right now.
Finally.
Ooh.
Come on.
Get up there.
I did just figure out the game's going to end with like 3 plays left on my stream. So that's
I thought Cohen would do a lot more. I thought he'd be more active in the offense tonight. I was disappointed in that.
He is on this drive.
Good, because I need it, because he hadn't got much points elsewise. Got a catch there and a first down, so that's 2.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Come on. Middle.
It's harder not to react, isn't it, Steve?
It is.
Oh,
don't worry about it.
I'm good. I can sit here and not say anything. So
It was killing me that night that in the home run derby when Jock was going off and before I did.
That was a little different. that was
well,
man. He should have had that. He had that one 3 times.
Oh man, Rachel, you like that? That's actually autographed by Danny Elfman.
Oh, Danny Elfman?
I love Danny Elfman.
Uh-oh.
Pretty cool. What are you uh-ohing about? What the heck are you
Not
doing?
saying.
Now we're all silent watching.
It's not Robinson, though.
Oh, that's close. That's real close. That's real close.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna stand.
That's not that's out. Actually, 1 foot in bounds. 1 foot.
When he catches it, the other one's on the ground though. It's real close, right? Nope. It came out. He's coming back. That's coming back. Dang it. Well, that didn't take long. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. They're just now challenging.
Yeah, they're
He
challenging.
didn't get the butt cheek down.
Rachel, we don't have the big back. We don't walk our dogs because we got a big backyard that they can actually be. So they don't get to go for walks very often. So I don't know if they'd be good for walking. But thank you for offering.
I love how intense Dale is.
It's great. Isn't it?
He's so nice and calm and reserved. Every time I've talked to him or met him, and he gets into this football, I love it.
Football's the best, isn't it?
I love being passionate about football.
It's great how it brings people together, and challenges everything. Who's on next week's game? Let me look that up.
I don't know. I need to look.
Need to see. Let me see here. I got it right here in my Steve World book. See, be happy. Look, pay attention. Freaking kidding me. Got a book. It's got plastic sheets in it.
Nice.
And next week we have the Buccaneers at the Panthers.
All right.
Have to figure out who you want to bring on. I get let's see on my channel when I do it mine. Week 3, I'm going to get Titans and Jaguars. That'll be interesting. I don't think the Ravens are on Thursday night at all. Oh, week 17. That'll be me. Steelers, Ravens.
17. Dang.
So, Josh from Triple P, that's the week I want you on. Steelers and Ravens. So,
Josh from Triple P. He's from Tennessee.
He's a big Steelers fan.
Really?
Did you see a tattoo on his leg?
No.
I didn't see it.
He's got nice ink on his leg. I got to give him credit. So,
well,
I mean, there's some really good games this weekend to start it off.
Every week. That's what I love.
Chiefs, Jaguars is going to be good. Colts, Chargers, I still say it's going to be good. 49ers, Bucks is going to be good. Steelers, Patriots will be good. And the 2 games on Monday night are solid. I mean, it should be,
So who's everybody's college team or teams? Anybody?
Florida Gators.
Florida Gators, all right. Kelly? None?
I don't really have an actual full college team. I love college football.
Well, my alma mater, IU, but they don't have a football team. They haven't had one in 30 years, so I root for the Florida Gators.
Notre Dame's a little closer than the Gators.
Notre Dame, I do like Notre Dame too.
I like Notre Dame,
even though they looked like
they had a rough week, didn't they?
Monday night.
Oh, they looked horrible.
I didn't watch it, but I read.
It was
They
ridiculous.
should have won that game by 30.
Yeah, they should have.
San Diego State, baby. Marshall Falk should have been the Heisman Trophy winner. I don't care what anybody says. I know it's 20 years ago, but I'm done.
Uh-oh.
We got TCU down the road. I root for them just because they're local, but
Dale's going to mute you again, Steve.
I won't say nothing.
Nice.
Dale's gonna mute you, Pete.
And it was Robinson.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Did that put him over 100? He's at 102 yards. Yes.
Nice.
Willie UNC, Miguel UM, and FAU. Florida
Atlantic.
Murray.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm cheering for Texas Tech a little bit too, obviously, with one of my kids going there. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
Yeah, we got a flag out front now, so we're official.
They've had some quarterbacks go through Texas Tech lately. My goodness.
Yeah, they have. That's where your boy Mahomes came out of.
My boy.
I called Kelly from when I was down there. I called Kelly from the thing because they practically had a monumental altar to the guy there. It was ridiculous.
And they should.
I think the Chargers are going to put up one this year too in front of their stadium.
Of Mahomes?
They're going to throw to my DBs.
There's Cohen again.
It is pretty crazy that Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes were the quarterbacks at Tech at the same time.
What happened? Something happened. Steve's Owen.
Yeah, I'm like 2 plays ahead of you guys.
Yeah. Steve, I'm at 233. What are you at?
What are you? I'm sorry?
What time are you at?
222.
I'm at 234, so about 12 seconds off.
I'm at 324.
You on cable? Regular cable, Steve?
I'm watching HD, but it is cable. I mean,
yes, cable's so fast. It's so much. DirecTV's about 15 seconds.
Oh,
if it's an interception, I'm going to lose my mind. Second and 10. We got 1, maybe 2 more plays before the 2-minute warning. Thank you again, everybody, for being here with us tonight. We really appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun just talking and chatting.
I hope you guys are having fun in the chat too.
the best part I like about this so far is I get to watch what happens, and I just look over to Dale and see wait for him to react to something I see.
Very serious.
Oh, he's changing the play. He's going to the hot read. He sees that corner coming.
What the heck?
You know, it's got to him, too. Oh, my God. Catch the ball.
I do not believe that is calm face right there.
He's not moving.
I think that is stressed face.
Dale is stoic.
Well, they still have to score. They're down 7, so.
Whatever. The real LT went to TCU, Willie.
That's got to be caught. I'm sorry. It's not a catch, you clown. You dropped it.
He was calling for pass interference. Uh-oh.
What the frick?
Why?
That can't be good.
Why?
Oh, my God.
This is the quietest stream ever right now.
I'm watching Dale.
Everybody's watching Dale.
That can't be good for Dale.
He didn't like it. I saw it.
I don't blame him. It ain't over yet. I mean, they got a good defense. They could still shut them down and get it back with like a minute 10.
Yep.
They
They still got 3 timeouts.
I was just going to say that other timeouts.
That's the only positive there.
This is stupid.
There's still time, buddy.
There's still time.
There's still time. They got 3 timeouts. They got a great defense. They can stop them 3 times and get it back with like a minute 10. See what happens here.
A week 1 loss at home in division is rough.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to have to go to Green Bay and take them there, but you can.
You have to. You have to even it up.
I mean, Green Bay. I mean, about Chicago this year is if they play.
It's a 3-game swing if they sweep. So
This is ridiculous. What it is.
And Chicago should easily be winning this game.
Yeah, this first game of the year, power ranking number 4. They suck.
I didn't think Green Bay's defense was going to be this good, so I would be worried about the.
I don't think it's Green Bay's defense. They're dropping passes. And
I agree.
They're everything. They can't catch anything. The Bears defense didn't do anything tonight. I mean, they hold them to 10 points.
Well, yeah.
Crap, they need to score.
I'd be okay with my defense.
They didn't get a lot of pressure on Rodgers. I mean, they did have a couple sacks, but the pressure wasn't consistent.
No, this is stupid. Not the way to start off the year, that's for sure.
No, not over yet, though. It's hold out for see what happens. 2 minutes in the NFL.
So, Jeff, we're playing each other. You know that, right? In fantasy baseball playoffs.
I saw that.
How is it this? Is it this entire week and then the entire next week?
Yeah, let me double check. I don't want to lie to you, but I think so.
2 weeks of baseball playoffs?
Yeah, because just for each round, because right now I'm beating Jeff, and I want to know if it's going to end real quick. So,
no, I'm looking right now, but I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, you got a pitcher that's got 34 points tonight, but you got another one that has minus 16.
Do I really?
Freed from Atlanta.
Miley got thumped.
Miley,
runs. He didn't even get an out.
Nope, 5 earned runs.
What the heck?
5 hits, 31 pitches and a walk.
That's brutal.
Dude, so I mean, it neutralized. It neutralized the 34 points you got from Freed. So
yeah, he's had a big year.
Gonzo's back in with us.
Hey, Gonzo.
Welcome back.
Gonzo.
Swag Wentz winning the MVP. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, go to the 15th. So it's 14 days, Steve.
Okay. We can change our lineups after the first week, right?
I think so. I'm not even sure. Hope not. That would be stupid not to, but I don't really know. I play in one league where you do it once a week and one where it's daily moves. I find like the daily moves is more competitive, but then nobody plays. Hardly anybody played in this though.
I play more when it's daily than I do when it's weekly.
I do too. But our league that what you're talking about, nobody did much all year. I was
How
kind
did he not see that he was thrown into triple coverage?
He got anxious. He had to force it. It was third down.
It was third down, what, 2 or 3? Could have.
No, it was 3rd and 10.
Was it? Okay.
Ooh. That helped.
Oh, wow. And that was almost picked.
That was a stupid play.
Yeah, it was, because you allowed them to keep a timeout.
Yep.
Rock and Robin. Tonight we see the other side of Dale.
Yeah, I don't get mad much, but you mess with my Bears and my Irish. If they're not doing so well, the only time I get upset.
Just be gentle with that doggy's tail.
Oh, shoot.
All because of a pencil helmet from 25 years ago or whatever.
That's exactly right.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Ran again. Holy cow.
Well, they want to keep the clock. They already tried passing. It didn't work.
Yeah, they just wanted to use their timeout. So, Dale, you got it back with 35 more seconds than I said you would have.
I got a minute 50 still left on mine.
Oh, well.
That's dumb. That throw to the flat was stupid.
Yeah, we have 100%.
On 2nd and 5 or whatever?
Yeah.
Why do that? Like, what?
Hey, Mr. Gonzo.
What's the reward? I see what the risk is. What's the reward on that play? That's a horrible play call.
The reward is if he catches it, he could be off because there's one guy to beat, and it's a first down. If he catches the ball, it's first down.
There's a guy right on him. Like, how do you not?
Yeah,
It's
still a first down. It's still a first down, game over if he catches it. Well, or like within 15 seconds or whatever, But
if
he didn't.
You give him 30 more seconds.
Oh yeah, no, it's a very, very high risk, very high reward though.
Yeah,
wow, that's a kick.
Hey, Dale's going to mute you. It says a 20, 10. Oh, my God. Well, Cohen's back there. He can move.
Where's Devin Hester?
Yeah.
Is it a holding? Because if it's a holding, that's going to be half a distance.
Nice. Leach is going to go see a Jets and a Yankees game next week. Very cool.
That is cool. Gonzo, the Ravens are already winning 3-0 against the Dolphins.
And they haven't even kicked off yet.
They
That
were
dude,
3 sacks.
I mean, that dude just, wow. The kicker,
Yeah, that was a good kick.
it's insane. Watch when you get to the replay.
Yeah.
Watch his form. He kisses his knee.
Wow. He must work out.
He's just flexible.
Yeah.
Work out.
Kelly, you going through sugar rush in there yet?
No, I haven't eaten any more candy for a while. I had popcorn though.
I walked out there to get candy. My wife goes, I knew you were coming.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm over this cough. My goodness.
You can't short dump with a minute some left. Come on.
The referees are pointing at something. They picked up. Oh, that's terrible.
Referees have been busy. So before the end of the game next week, we'll be on Kelly's channel. Get over there and watch. What we say? Tampa Bay and who? I don't remember now.
Tampa Bay
Carolina.
and the Carolina
Oh, that's right.
Panthers live from Carolina.
Same
And
time as this one.
I will be coming to you from Fort Lauderdale
I'll
myself.
be coming to you from right here.
On my way back to Disney.
We all have to find somebody who's a Carolina and or a Tampa fan. I don't.
Else we'll find other friends from our Disney community that want to come on and just join us for a little bit. That guy's picture says it all.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. But I mean, it'd be fun to have somebody from.
Yeah.
That,
Some of the teams are tough to find. You know?
Dave mentioned he wanted to come on. And Steve, you're always welcome, of course. And Dale, you're always welcome, of course.
Jesus.
This can't be good. If somebody's saying Jesus. That wasn't even catchable if you were Manute Bowl.
The new bowl reference, man, nice.
Man, they are going to bury Trubisky in the paper tomorrow.
I thought he was going to be real good this year. I didn't
I'm
draft
glad I
him.
didn't take him. I was going to take him as my second quarterback. I'm glad I didn't. I mean, granted, this is one game, but it's small sampling, but still, you better get this first down, kid. I'll know if Dale throws the phone.
Swaggy's in the chat. He's referencing the Eagle fans booing Santa. Yeah,
All right. Well,
it's a little grumpy when you're booing Santa.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that went over well. Now you're going to have another touchdown. Unless Green Bay can run out the clock without which they probably will. That's a huge win on the road. That is a huge win. Disney Fanatic, hello.
Good night, Gonzo. See you, buddy.
Gonzo, see you soon.
Being here, man. Had a great time last week. Yes, Swaggy, Stacy, what's wrong with you Philadelphia fans? I don't understand it.
That's cool. Man, did you see that swim move he put on him? Wait till they replay that.
I'll eat in 10 minutes or so.
they're not even calling timeout.
Oh. I just watched the sack.
Wait till they show the replay of the swim move he put on that guy.
On the sack, obviously.
Yeah. Dale, sorry, buddy. Hey, Zip's right there.
On the sideline.
Zip. He's down the field. He's hunting people.
Look at those elbows, though.
He got recognized.
That does look like Zip.
It did. Oh, wow, that was a good move.
Now he's getting tackled. Zip tackle.
Get in the game, Zip.
Where are you guys at on time wise? The game's over.
Yeah.
I'm at 15 seconds still.
I'm at 19.
I'm at 50.
Oh.
You'll see Zip in a minute, Dale.
Oh, no, I'm at 57.
Zip's all over the field here.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's all over.
Zip's everywhere. We just see Zip all the time. That's what it is.
That's great.
Hey, did anybody in the survivor pool pick Chicago?
No, we had 3 take Green Bay.
Really?
Magical News Live was one of them.
Wow.
Everyone's still alive.
The young buck steps up and takes Green Bay on the road opening night.
Against the power ranking of number 4?
Yeah, that's ballsy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I would be saving Green Bay, Detroit or somebody like that. But hey, that's just me.
We did a pool play once where you did the pick'ems and you did it for the entire, every game every week all the way to the end. And going into the last week, I was tied with one of the women from the office. She was picking her teams by who had the prettiest uniforms and which city, and which cities had the best shopping.
Oh wow!
The entire season.
Awesome,
right there.
I wound up winning, thankfully, but she was tied with me going in the last week.
A couple of you guys are too young to remember. A couple of people on here should remember a TV show called What's Happening.
Kelly, did he just call us old people?
I think he did.
Is that the one that had Albert or whatever his name was?
It had Rerun on there.
Albert Rerun. They all sound the same.
But one of the greatest episodes was when Rerun's brother Rollo, who was a hoodlum, started betting all kinds of money on. Kelly's laughing because he knows the episode. He started betting all kinds of.
He's laughing because you're talking about Rerun.
That's what I'm laughing at. Is he brought up Rerun and
no.
He's betting all kinds of money on NFL football, and he was doing it because the one other character, Dwayne, was telling him who to pick, and he gets it up to where he's got $10,000 on this one last game. And he asked Dwayne, he says, "Man, you guys are amazing. How do you pick all those teams? You studying statistics and everything?" And Dwayne goes, "No, I just pick who I like the better helmet, better colors." And Rollo went off. That was great. It's one of my favorite episodes.
It was like Bronco Nagurski's helmet or something back in the.
He picked the Tampa Bay Yucks to win some game.
Gale Sayers.
They got blown out by.
What was the name of the show?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening? Roger Thomas.
Dynamite.
Who's Roger Thomas? I've heard Dynamite.
That's not the same.
Dynamite was Jimmy JJ.
Oh, then never mind. That's not the same thing.
That was Good Times.
Good Times, JJ.
Yeah, that's right. That was JJ Walker.
Yes, JJ Walker. Dynamite.
Anything? I mean, is there anything catchy about what's happening or?
Rerun shorts were bright.
They did a Doobie Brothers where they were stealing the Doobie Brothers concert music. So you remember that one, Jeff?
I do not remember that one.
It was a great show.
I remember Rerun. I remember the entry of the preview, and I remember the song. Na 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 na. Yeah, that's everything I got for you.
I think I feel bad that I don't even know what the show or the people are.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Trust me.
You're all right. Yeah. You're not missing out, apparently.
It was years ago.
Amos caught the touchdown, by the way, for Green Bay.
Completely overthrew Robinson altogether there.
That was the interception. I'm sorry, that was the interception. Never mind, that wasn't the touchdown.
He was overthrowing everybody. I mean, pretty much all night. So here's a good question. We're having a football talk.
And a rerun talk.
Having a rerun talk.
Which I didn't expect, but hey,
Neither quarterback did really well tonight in the big picture. Neither quarterback played 1 second of preseason. Timing? Possible.
That's what all the conversation was about on ESPN this afternoon, is how are these teams going to do that didn't do any pregame? And yeah, I mean, you never know, because obviously some of them could have got injured, and none of them are, but
Kelly's really excited about this conversation.
Yes.
As a Cowboys fan and Zeke just practicing for the first time yesterday, I'm anxious to see how it goes. But I got to tell you, I don't think that has anything to do with it. If you're a fan and you are, would you rather your quarterback get hurt potentially and or be healthy? Does he need reps against what?
You're talking about 1 or 2 drives. If he's going to be if he's Tony Romo and made of glass and he's that fragile anyways, he's going to get hurt the first game, whether he gets hurt the preseason or the first game. Get him some reps and get him practice so he can throw during a real game situation.
I agree. You got to put the guys in for at least a half total, at least.
Yeah, the final game before the actual season, he should be playing a full half. I agree, full half. First game, maybe 1 drive. Second game, maybe 2. Third game, maybe a quarter. Fourth game, he needs to be playing a half and be ready.
Timothy Rainwater's in the house. Everybody say hi to Timothy. I am totally on the other side of that, guys. I would rather keep the guy in Cabo than get him hurt in the preseason.
You know what happens if he doesn't play? He retires due to mental stress.
Well, you might have a point on that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you're going to play the Ravens the first game, you just pregame them. But if it's the biggest game around, like
Hey.
I agree with that.
You got to play at least a half.
Good Lord. The hell brought that in? Out of nowhere.
Mitch definitely needed that.
The Raiders. I meant to say Raiders.
Yeah, exactly, Dale.
Did you guys see Antonio Brown? Did you guys see? I'm sure you did. Antonio Brown's going to get suspended.
Oh, it breaks my heart. I love the Raiders so much. I'm so sad about it.
That's
He's
crazy.
getting suspended. I didn't.
Wait, you see that right there? You guys see that?
Right, baby. That's right.
The
That's
tear.
a tear forming in the corner of my eye.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
I used to-
fan and Charger fan agreeing. I like it.
I loved the Raiders a long time ago when they were in LA because I'm an LA sports fan.
Steve, no, you're ruining my whole your reputation.
LA, sorry.
I'm an LA fan.
When they had Bo and all the guys.
Bo was. I'm a Bo fan. I wasn't a Raiders.
I mean, they had it, man. I was a big fan, and then they moved, and I didn't like him anymore.
Every other year.
You see, Zip is calling Zeke to be the offensive player of the year.
Yeah, baby. Zip. No, it's the elbows and the brain he's got going on, right?
The elbows.
Working out with Marshall Falk, the should have been Heisman Trophy winner. Let me throw it out again.
So when you guys draft fantasy, do you have a strategy that you draft by? I mean, I have a very specific strategy that I draft by, but
I
would say depends on what style of scoring league I'm doing.
Well, most of ours are always PPR.
Who I'm playing against. If I'm playing against people who I think have a clue, it's different. If I'm
There is a little bit there about whether they can draft, but I always draft running backs first, and I always draft the highest in number I can because a PPR league, it makes a huge difference. Anybody can catch the ball on a wide receiver, especially there's enough number ones out there you can get them late in the draft.
Correct. And quarterbacks.
So,
your 12th quarterback is going to be not that far off from your fourth quarterback.
There's the first four quarterbacks are separated from the rest of them,
sure,
obviously, but you're right, and there are some guys down that list that could easily get there,
and there's plenty of guys that didn't get drafted that in week 4 we're all going to wish we had.
Yeah, and there's leagues where I'm in leagues where I have Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, and Josh Jacobs all on one team. I'm in leagues
I got
where
Zeke and Barkley last night in the draft.
How's that possible?
Going to win.
That's you're playing with a bunch of people.
Mahomes is my quarterback.
Okay, Johns.
They don't even know what football is. I mean, the people you're playing against, they're the top 2 guys in the league. How
I
they
got
not?
invited and I drafted. And I went, wow, cool.
Well, anyways, last night I had the 7th out of 8th pick, and all the running backs went first, 6 picks. So I went
in my draft though. It was an auction, so I should throw that out there. It wasn't.
Oh, that is different. That is different. I love auction drafts. So
I put all my resources in. No.
I went with a different strategy on one team last night. Went with wide receivers, and I got DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, and I can't remember who the other one was, but there were 3 of the top 10 wide receivers, and I've never had that high a caliber on my team.
Those are 2 studs.
Yeah, they are 2 studs.
Well, I got 3 of the top 10. I don't remember who the third one was though. Anyways, I don't know. It's just another.
No, I wait on QBs because. I mean, again, it depends on how many teams you have in the league. But, I mean, if you have 10 in the league and they each have 2 quarterbacks, you're still going to be okay at, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Versus you can't get 15 and 16 running backs and win. And then the other strategy I'll throw out there is every week 1 and week 2 and week 3 running back, get them.
Zip has a great point there that about there's so many running back by committee teams now that the league is changing.
Yeah. That's true,
but that's why you got to get the good ones first. That
like in LA for the Chargers. What are you doing? Like, are you drafting Gordon, hoping he comes back? Are you taking is it Williams? I don't even remember his name right now.
Williams.
If I touch one of those, I touch the other one.
Yes, because you've got to back your bet.
Yep, but I generally stay away from that.
Yeah, totally agree. So, guys, Chills is in the house, and he sent me a message. 3 people sent me messages last night about the FTC ruling about children's channels. Are you guys aware of what the FTC did to Google and YouTube?
No.
No.
Lawsuit.
The FTC threw out a large, couple million, I think 20 million, 30 million fine against Google because they're the owners of YouTube for unfairly marketing to youth. And I had 3 separate people send me a message, Chills being one of them, asking if I thought Disney channels would be effective. And I do not. And I would love your guys' opinion, but it sounds like you guys aren't up on it. Maybe I'll send you guys a link.
So they hit him with fines for marketing.
It's illegal to take the data of minors for any reason, let alone to market to them. And YouTube apparently does that, which I find interesting because you can't even be on YouTube if you're under 13. So I don't quite understand it. But I think, I don't know, I guess I'm answering my own question. I think there's 0 chance it's going to affect Disney YouTube channels because I don't think my Disney YouTube channel is, what's the right word? I don't think we market to youth. But I would like your guys' ideas. I mean, there's a bunch of Disney people here, a bunch of Disney people in the chat. Steve, Kelly, whoever. Resort TV 1. Do you guys believe that your channel is marketed to youth?
I believe it's marketed to anybody that wants to watch it.
So that would be a yes?
Both. I mean, I'm not going to, I mean, I got toys sitting behind me. They're mine, but I'm sure kids like toys too. So,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
Too, and I like waffles. I don't know. I don't know.
I really don't think ours is just the fact because it's more of adult chit chat and stuff, and they show the parks. The kids, I think what it would play in for the kids with the Disney YouTube, I don't think it's necessarily our YouTube. I think that would necessarily go directly to Disney that puts on kids shows because kids want to watch kids shows, not adult.
So like Rapunzel, the cartoon, will be marketed to kids.
Yes.
Resort TV 1's live stream, Steve's channel, my channel.
I don't think so.
It's like the ad for Walt Disney World. It's not for the 9-year-old. It's for dad and grandpa.
I think the only time the kids get interested in Resort TV 1 is when they show the parade, and that's this much of maybe the fireworks.
If you look at it as a whole, like what your entire channel is and what percentage of it is actually done towards kids. I mean, again, I'm not going to say yay or nay to who wants to watch my channel, but
exactly.
Chill says he talked to YouTube today, and that YouTube said Disney Gamer Channel and kid-friendly channel will be effective.
So I agree on the gamer side, depending on the rating of the game.
Yep.
Dance the Sith, there it was.
Here's my question: Are we marketing to children, or are we marketing to?
We're not marketing to anybody.
That's the thing.
We're not marketing.
But
I'm trying to.
So I don't know. Do you guys follow Roberto Blake?
No.
All right. Well, he's
the guy that used to play Beretta.
No, it's Robert Blake, but that's good.
Beretta.
Beretta. Did he just say that?
He keeps killing people and trying to go to jail. But anyway, Roberto Blake is a big YouTuber and other things, and I actually had a little mini conversation with him. But he's for a long time been saying that it's not the Facebooks of the world and the YouTubes of the world that we need to worry about, but it's the governments of the world. And in England, they just tried to drastically change the rules for monetization. For instance, if you have a kids channel and some lunatic puts some disgusting comment on your channel, you could be held liable. In Europe, if they did what they did, which I don't think they'll do, and I'm getting a little far into the weeds, but I don't know. I just wanted to see what you guys thought, if you guys are aware of it.
Look, I'm all about protecting kids and protecting the comments and the content so that if kids do want to view it, it needs to be family friendly and safe for them. That's the whole purpose of what we do. But at the same time, that's why you have mods that kill the chats. That's why I have everything turned on and everything on mine that says hold for review comments, hold for review chats. I mean, everything is hold for review because I don't want any of that even coming close to leaking through. I mean, I don't know if that's the kind of direction they're talking about going, or if they're, but there's kids that watch my show for sure. 100%.
I work for kids. I work with kids. I get kids all the time because that's
we just did a massive charity for Give Kids the World. There's kids that watch that show. I mean, some of them are directly affected by it. So I don't know.
So I'm wondering if and there are some Disney channels out there that are not. They aren't family friendly. I wonder if those are the ones that maybe are going to be effective, where you're using Disney as your platform.
I can see that.
What goes on in there is a little different.
I think
I can see that.
I think it's stuff that's going to be more, not even toy reviews, but like the stuff that's about, I think, the gaming channels, frankly. I mean, not that only kids game, adults game too. But.
Well, look, I can see the gaming channels based on the fact of the violence ratings and the way they get in there. So the kid, you got a 12 or 13-year-old kid that wants to just do nothing but click on games. And then you got like Grand Theft Auto, where it's very explicit and very derogatory towards women and things like that.
Right.
I see that point. I see that based on the rating of the game itself. As far as a family-friendly channel that just wants to go stream Disney World or sit here and talk about football or do whatever we're doing, I don't know if we're really marketing towards kids, but it's not denying them either. So
Dances with Goofy kind of brings up a point. Could it be also talking about the ads that YouTube's placing on certain channels?
Absolutely. If they deem you a kid friendly channel, but they're doing that now anyway. The algorithm knows what your content's about, and that's how they sell ads to. I mean, let's be real. I mean, the ads, if you watch my video and you're my wife, you're going to get different ads than if you watch my video and you're Dale or Pete. I mean, it's about your preferences. And
you can choose somewhat what ads get placed on. I think
you can choose what type of ads get placed on.
You choose by what you look at. Like,
but no, as far as you as the owner.
So you get to choose when you do your ads, because I just went through this. When you do your ads, you get to choose what types of ads come across, whether they're you banner ads or click ads and what kind of content. But as far as the specific ads, it's all based on what the viewer likes and what the viewer sees. Because I can take mine.
You want to see next?
Yeah, I can watch mine when I'm logged in here, watch a video and see something related to movies or something, because I watch movies all the time. And if I turn around and my mom's trying to watch the same show or on her TV or something like that, she'll come in and she gets, I don't know, something about Disney World or something like that. So it's all based on their preferences. And what's really weird is a lot of those ads are based on something that has nothing to do with what you're doing on YouTube. It's what you're searching on Google when you're on there. Right. And that brings in the ads that control what you see on your YouTube.
When I first got monetized, my mom, the first 3 nights, said, "How did you get ads on whatever, stuff that she would care about that I wouldn't?" I'm like, "Ma, it's you, not me. Like, I don't control it." But
so do you think that at some point YouTube will start rating channels?
They already are. They're rating them as it relates to where, and if you mean by rating, what kind of ad?
PG-13, PG.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, but no, I don't think that. I think it's more about, and that's where I was going with the Roberto Blake thing. I think it's going to be more about governments and legislators, especially in Europe right now. But clearly, I mean, the FTC just fined Google for I think it's Copa laws. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think it's called Copa laws.
I need to do some research before I can intelligently comment, I guess. But so I know what the exact issue is. But from what it sounds like, I can see the gaming industry, and I think what it's doing is protecting people that shouldn't have, protecting kids from people that shouldn't have YouTube channels in the first place.
Yeah,
and that I understand that 100%. So I don't think it'll affect us as much as it sounds like people are thinking it's going to affect us. It's more or less the, if I'm on here taking a teddy bear across the screen and going, "Hey kids, blah blah blah," that's marketing towards kids.
Yes.
I don't think what we're doing is anything like that. That's the way I see it, anyways.
I totally agree. That's why I was intrigued. Chills popped in, man. He was one of the 3 that within an hour and a half messaged me last night saying, "Hey, do you think Disney channels will be affected by this?" The first message I got, I didn't know what they were talking about. And then I don't know what I was doing. I read up on it. I don't know. My answer to that is I don't think so. I think people like to freak out about stuff they have no control over. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think that, the 4 people I'm looking at right now and the channels they're associated with are providing. Good night, Zip. Thanks, Patrick, for being here.
Night, Zip. Good night, Zip. Thanks for being in Soldier Field tonight.
I think we're all providing family-friendly content that frankly, the world wants more of and needs more of. And I think we're well positioned to move forward. But I think people are going to tell us otherwise, and they think that something's going to happen. That the world's going to end, and we're all going to be demonetized, which I think is not true.
I know when I got monetized. Oh, that's right. Kelly was too busy promoting my son. I didn't get there. So
I'm gonna have to bounce.
Right.
I'm usually asleep quite a bit before this for work. So hey, I
No
appreciate
problem.
it. Everybody.
Dale.
Dale, appreciate you.
Hey, Dale, thanks for being here, buddy.
Great meeting you.
Again. Hopefully, I didn't get too out of control with the zip slips or anything like that.
You were awesome.
You're muted.
Great.
You're great.
You're always welcome. Come on back anytime.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it, fellas. Have a good night.
See you, buddy.
Hi, Dale.
Good night.
So that is one way that you can fix being marketed towards kids is bring Zip on your show for about an hour. let him have a slip, and then you're not marketing towards kids anymore. So
Well, again, to be a tad serious, it's Google taking the information and using it.
well, and rightfully so, they should.
You can't store that information about minors.
How much did they get hit with?
I think it's like 30 million, which
Okay, so if you hit me with 30 million, I'm going to react, and they rightfully
Google makes that in like 4 hours. I remember seeing that.
I get that, but still, if that's just that could be the first of many and more severe fines if you don't do something about it.
Gotta change what you're doing.
Yeah, if they find you and you don't do anything to fix it, you're going to get fined again, and this time it's going to be a lot more because it's just going to compound until you fix the situation, because that's the reason why you're getting fined in the first place.
Well,
so I see them reacting. Maybe they overreact. I don't know, but I can definitely see them needing to react to something.
By
now.
they, do you mean the
Google.
FTC? Or
No, I think Google. If Google needs to react in some form, depending on how they react, though, they'll either, if they overreact, to start demonetizing everybody and everybody, like this end of the world scenario that everybody's apparently talking about. That's overreacting.
New York Times article on it if you guys want to check it out.
You did what? Oh, I see.
Got the link on the New York Times article about it if you want to check it out. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Depending on how busy I am tomorrow with work and stuff, we'll see. I might have some time tomorrow to do a work research, and I might do a video on it. But I was actually anxious to see if you guys were even.
Google was fined $170 million.
Ooh. Again, it was like
not 30. I know,
so.
but that's just the first. And that's a record fine, it says.
Yeah. Were you guys aware of what they were trying to do in Europe as it relates to?
You're talking. Okay, hold on. We're talking about something totally different here. They got fined for knowingly and illegally harvesting personal information from children.
Correct.
Which is birthdays and stuff like that. And using them to profit by targeting them with ads.
Interest. It was the.
That's totally different than what we're talking about. What we're doing. That has nothing to do with us.
Correct. That's what I was trying to say. It's not our marketing. People were asking me, do I believe Disney channels will be affected by this? My answer so far has been no. Why would they? Because Google allows entities to market using our channels. And what would you want to put on our channels? Well, Disney things and family-friendly things. And we're not marketing to anybody. We're creating content that someone else can market to. And we share in some of those ad revenue profits.
Yeah, so it says here, yeah. So they were taking identification codes and children to monitor what they were web browsing.
Sure.
So this is what this goes back to what we were talking about. So they knew what ads to throw at the kids,
exactly.
But they didn't. They were underage and they didn't have parents' permission. That's where they violated the law. That has nothing to do with what we're doing.
And again, the question was, will we be affected?
And by the way, it was a 3-2 vote by the FTC. It was not a. It was just a 3-2 vote, so it barely passed them.
I'll check it out, Jill.
Interesting.
Yes, it's something to monitor. I think the YouTube community is really good at freaking out over stuff that has nothing to do with it.
So what it says is it says that YouTube is creating a system that asks video channel owners like us to identify which one are children's contents. So it'll be up to us to say this is children's content, which will go on YouTube Kids. So if they don't get specially targeted ads directed towards adults.
So let me ask, if you get that opportunity and you will you say you're a kid channel? Because I will not.
No, you don't. No. You're not a kids channel.
Right.
You know, these people that you know,
review
like,
toys.
that strictly review toys and sit there and play with them, like talk with them and stuff like that. Those are targeted towards kids, and these cartoon channels and things like that. Those are all kids. I think people are freaking out over nothing. This is nothing.
I do too.
This is absolutely nothing.
I deeply agree with that.
Yeah, we do a lot where we talk to families about their trips and things they can do to save money on their trips or something that they want to do different or learn
Get more value or whatever.
Yeah. So
and then the problem was they did it without their parents' permission. That's where they messed up. And they were sending ads towards the kids based on what they searched. So if you got some 10-year-old kid that in today's world, unfortunately, looking up violent video games, they're going to send violent video games ads to him without his parents' permission, and he's underage. That's where they're violating the law.
Right.
This has nothing to do
with Peppa Pig. I mean, you don't have a right to store and use that information of a minor.
Exactly.
I don't know why somebody said Peppa Pig. I'm just
So this is all Google violating something. This has nothing to do with us.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So what do you guys got? You want to promote? Let's start with you, Steve. What do you got coming up on your channel? I'm guessing
I have no idea.
What is a bunch of content to create some videos from your trip?
So I recorded a lot of video, but I recorded not near as much video as anybody else in my party. Me and Shep probably got a little bit more than me, but we were just kind of like the others are videotaping all the time. We were like, I'm just going to enjoy this for a minute. I'll go back and get video later. But I did record quite a bit, actually. I got a ton of it, but I haven't even started. Not even started. Yeah, there's the picture today I saw. Yeah,
I like her elbow better than his. I'm just saying.
So
and right before that, he had his hand over his mouth going, "I'm zippity doo
dah." So, but yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot going on. I just don't know what we're doing yet. So I'm still recovering from the trip. So
you said that it was like your what'd you say? Like, did you say your reunion now? Something like that. Your restarting. I don't remember how you placed it, but was it what you hoped it to be? The trip you wanted it to be?
Oh my God! It was the best week of my life.
Good.
I mean, hands down, the best week of my life. The Beverly Challenge day was the best day of my life.
I hope you enjoyed the video I posted today, and I'm not trying to get people to watch it, but you're on it a lot and you want it. And I part of what I enjoyed about editing it was for you, frankly, because I think.
Is that the video you posted today, the Beverly Challenge?
Yeah, it's a long one, but
it's worth watching, man. So I mean, and I even got a concession from Daniel Wanderman. Admitting,
wow, really?
Yeah. Wow. I got a concession from Daniel Wanderman, and which when we went back to look at I went back and found the shot glass. He was using a 2-ounce shot glass, commemorative glass from the Epcot store up front. Epcot told me it was a 2-ounce glass. We were using 4-ounce, and he wasn't even filling it up all the way. We were using 4 cups. So when you do the grand scheme of things, if you want to compare it to his, I did 70 shots. Which he drank 140. That picture is creepy. That don't show that. That was creepy. So, he did 114 ounces. I did 140 ounces.
Wow.
So mine it was like 1.09 gallons. It was 4.3 liters, something like that. It was I did all the math conversions, but
here's another great one. Zip started his stream with PJ the other day and it got stuck. Did you hear about it getting frozen?
Yeah.
So this is where my computer got frozen. I walked into my office. I walked out. He was talking. I walked in. It was dead silent. I'm like, what the heck's going on? This is the picture that was on my screen. That's what my screen was stuck on. I was dying.
Hey, Mike's in the chat. Hey, Mike, buddy. What's going on, Mike Wheeler?
Mike.
So, Mike, the day of the Beverly Challenge was also the day we met Mike. So
that video.
It was a roller coaster of a day.
Oh, I bet.
And we were already. I mean, I don't think anybody understands how close the 4 of us are. Some of you know because some of you are just as close with us as we are inside our own little group of 4. But everything that you guys see on camera is absolutely real. There's nothing that's not. It's a true brotherhood. And knowing that we had to cut everything short by a day and a half, and that the next day was going to be the end of the trip. We go to meet Mike. Kelly had to console me at one point in time. It was a long day, but it was a beautiful day, and it was the best day of my life. So
I love that. Thanks for sharing that.
You saw me when you told me you're changing your flights. I was fighting it. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
I was
me
doing
either.
everything I could not to change it, and then finally I just gave in. Then we get to the airport, and I'm trying to carry all this food and everything else, and Preston sees Shep, and he's just gone. There's Shep. Boom. At the airport, which was, I mean, that made it nice to sit there and talk with him for 20 minutes before we had to go.
Love it. Pete, what do you got going on? What do you want people to know on your channel or about
I want you to follow Kelly and follow you and follow Steve and know that you guys put out great content. And if you're not following them, then you need to be, because they do great things.
Not kid friendly.
Hashtag not kid friendly. I'm going to do something with Dev this weekend just because he asked me about doing. He wanted to come on and do something, play around with Duck Labs a little bit because he doesn't know it. I told him I would try. So I'm going to do something.
Steve, you told me that you're almost as tall as Dev, and I don't feel like I'm short. I'm 5'11", and that's average, right? I don't know. Standing next to you and Dev, I'm like, what the heck? Because, everybody's the same size on the little screen here. Like,
look, we tried to lead the way in the Galaxy's Edge March, and nobody followed us for some reason. So it was me and Dev with Preston between us. We were like this, and everybody else got stuck behind us.
How tall are you? You're like 6'2"?
I'm 6'3".
6'3", okay.
Dev's like 6'4.5", something like that.
Yeah.
Boy.
What was great was when you were standing next to Walt. That was priceless.
Dev was literally the only person that I met that was bigger than me.
He's a pretty big boy.
I think everybody else that I met was pretty short.
What about
Juan? Yeah, I mean, I forget about Juan. Juan's 7 feet tall.
Pete Living in Diz is talking to you in chat.
What's that?
Pete Living in Diz is talking to you in chat.
Let me. What I miss?
Oh. So yeah, everybody was a lot shorter than I thought they would be. Here in Indiana, we
the tall guy, whatever.
We're all farm boys and everything. Yeah. We have a lot of corn. Apparently, it makes you grow tall. So
you're all linemen.
Corey. Good luck.
This is also the basketball capital of the world, so we grow them big. So
1979, baby.
I'm actually short compared to a lot of people around here.
Wow.
So, but anyways, yeah, we're big. I'm a big boy.
I like it. Where are we at? Kelly, what do you got coming up on your channel, or what do you want to share?
Let's see. Saturday noon. No, yeah, noon.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
no. Mama and I will be streaming. We'll be doing a recap of the trip. With her having to go back to work, I went back to work the very next morning. So we'll have our recap of the trip Saturday on our normal stream time.
Nice.
And we'll be kind of going from there. And honestly, already trying to plan the next trip a little bit. So,
nice.
Yeah, it helps with the
anything we can know?
No, and it's not going to be anytime too soon. It's gonna be a little while, but
the right answer is the first week in October. I'll be there.
Is that where you're going?
I've got another trip planned
this year. This year,
wow. It'll be this year, but I'm not saying when yet. It will not be the first week of October.
Come on. David in the house talking smack about the Packers defense. Congrats to you, David. Thanks for popping in.
Living with Diz hung out with us at Galaxy's Edge Open right when we got up there near the front. They in Florida. Met them down there. So he's in the chat. He joined our dissonant league
tonight, guys.
Mike Wheeler said, truthfully, Dave seemed taller than I did to him. I'm about 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than Dave was.
All in the hug when he comes to that, right, Mike? Come on. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Well, it's been a fun streak, guys. It's been enjoyable for week one. Feel bad for Dale for his Bears, because you never like any of your friends to have their teams lose, but unfortunately it's sports. We have wins and losses. And that'll happen. Thank him for coming on with us.
I love it when my best friend's teams lose. Yeah. Out there.
Thank you for jumping in with us. This has been great. Appreciate Steve coming in towards the end. I'll fish for me the way I finish every time. It's a tough world, and the best things are friendships, and that's what comes out of this whole thing. And as Steve said, meeting all of our friends down there was the best thing. Doing this is enjoyable on Thursday nights, no matter who wins or loses. And the world's a better place when you put a smile on someone's face. Kelly?
Pete's being all deep, and Steve tossing his dog like Mike.
Don't get off of me. He's
watching the replay again.
His claws are sharp too. Go away.
Have you fed the dog, Steve, tonight?
He's ready to go out. So that's, I mean.
Oh, I understand that. My lab will usually, he's not doing it right now. He'll usually sit and bang his head on my office door when he's ready to go out like this.
So I won't get as deep as Steve, but one of the things that we've always kind of said is it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. And one of the best things about this is the fact that this community is so strong, and having all these guys as family and friends is just an amazing thing. So all of you in chat, taking the time out of your day to spend it with us, we all appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we're still taking donations for the Beverly Challenge through Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday's
it'll end after our stream on Wednesday.
Okay, so make sure you, if you haven't had that opportunity, go ahead and definitely donate to the cause if you can. If not, share it out. Tell your friends about it.
So let me just say that so I understand, so everybody who hears it. So during the This and That stream next Wednesday will be the last time people can drop a donation for that. Is that right?
Specifically for the Beverly Challenge race, yes. And then after that, we're gonna have a permanent page opened up for us for our, because they're going to be our charity of choice going forward. So, but for the This and That event itself, it'll end next Wednesday after our stream.
And Kelly just dropped, Meyers the Mouse just dropped the link right there in the chat, and so did Stacy. So there you go. So check that out.
My charity of choice tonight was Vinny, who my bookie, who I have money to.
Dale's charity of choice for the Packers. So there you go. I think that's it. Anybody else want to say anything before we say goodnight to the peeps? Crickets.
Well, I think what you said.
Everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. Next week on Kelly's channel, we'll get over there same time, different teams, some of the same faces. Hopefully Steve will pop in again. At least these three will be here, and Steve, you're always welcome.
Steve, you have an open, just so you know, we told Dale, and we're going to tell everybody that we invite on. You have an open invitation that anytime we're on, if you're available, shoot one of us a note. Hey, I can jump in. We'd love to have you. We appreciate you, your friendship, and definitely your input.
I appreciate the invite. I don't know about the input, but I appreciate the invite. So
we like you being here. Barbecue Network wants to know the score. 7-3, right? Did it end up 7-3?
10-3.
10-3.
10-3. Oh, that's right. 10-3. Sorry that.
If you had the under, you're a big winner tonight.
Yeah. All right, my friends. I'm going to say goodbye to chat. You guys want to hang for a minute? I'll say goodbye to you guys off stream. Everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. 55 likes. I appreciate it. Again, at Kelly's channel, that's Meyers and the Mouse next week, same time. Bucks and Panthers, and somebody playing in college too. We'll talk about that, I'm sure. All right. Thanks for being here for the first week. See you next time, all.
Peace.